Wilkesboro Avenue, just a quarter mile west of Del Mabry. Call 855-5000-KIA or CentryKia.com.
Select vehicles, qualified lessees. All vehicles, lease 42 months. Zero due at inception. Security deposit waived. All plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. KMA rebates to dealer. Offers no combined. Ends 2/7/2015. CentryKia.com.
Hey, it's Drew Garabo, and if you listen regularly, you know I get a lot of callers who think they know everything. If you're one of those people who know it all, I got a great deal for you. Call my friends at C4 Benefits Group, show them your financial plan, and if you're doing everything right, they will pay you $100 for your time. They are so sure that they can teach you a better way to plan for your future that if you're saving or investing or have the means to do so, and they can't teach you better, safer options, they'll pay you $100. So take the challenge and give them a call, 813-489-4611, or online at c4bg.com.
You've heard him on the Mike Calta Show. Now hear him live Sunday mornings from 10 to noon. Ask the Dom gets his very own show on the bone to answer all of your legal questions. Personal injury, divorce, DUI, or drug charges. You name it. Sponsored by Park Place MRI and Diagnostics.
How would you like to make up to $20,000 a month flipping houses with no risk? Hi, my name is Nick Vertucci, and over the last 2 years, my elite team of house flippers have flipped over 800 properties by using my 3-step flipping system that guarantees quick profits. And this year, we plan to double it. I'm growing my team in your area, and I'm looking for help. I have more cash available than deals right now, so I need you. All interested candidates, call now and take an inside peek of my flipping system. I'll rush you out a free copy of my Fortunes and Flipping CD kit that will show you how easy it is to get in, get out, and get paid immediately flipping houses if you come join my team.
Call 1-800-439-7628 now to get your free Fortunes and Flipping kit. Call 800-439-7628 in the next 20 minutes. And Nick will also give you free tickets to a live workshop coming to the Tampa Bay area. Call 800-439-7628. That's 800-439-7628. And get your free kit now.
Now's a good time to try Business Phone from Bright House Network's Business Solutions. Sign up today for our full-featured lines, and we'll give you one line for free for the life of your term. Love it even more with savings of up to $55 each month. Business Phone from Bright House Network's Business Solutions. Call 1-855-339-5315 or go to brighthouse.com/free line. Some restrictions apply. Serviceable areas only. Service provided at the discretion of Bright House Networks.
Did you know by age 50, half of all men have an enlarged prostate? This means more urges to urinate, longer bathroom trips, waking at night to urinate, or issues with sex. If this sounds familiar, call us now, because we're shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to listeners of this station. Super Beta Prostate is a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's yours free. Pay only shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-965-7893. In clinical trials, the ingredient in Super Beta Prostate was shown to reduce urges to urinate, improve bladder emptying, reduce waking at night to urinate, and improve quality of life. This Super Beta Prostate free offer is for listeners of this station, but it won't last. Don't wait. Just call 1-800-965-7893. That's 1-800-965-7893. Call 1-800-965-7893.
If you still not refinance your mortgage, well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Wesland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Wesland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-945-4145. The only way you can lose money is not to call Wesland Financial. That's 888-945-4145. 888-945-4145. That's 88.
Something fresh and exciting. Somebody with a sock personality that'll sweep people right off their feet.
Where is he? What is he up to? What other terrors can he unleash at will?
Calling your genial host, renowned writer, art collector, and teller of strange tales.
What fiendish power did he possess? Where did he come from? Who is this man?
The Shannon Burke Show.
The Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. Hello, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to the program today for a Tuesday. The Soul Brother, not here today. Again.
You playing hooky?
Rick J is here.
What's up?
Well, I knew what was going on yesterday, but it's the guy's personal life, and it's still going on today. But he's fine.
Is it the kangaroo meat?
The camel meat came back up on him, and he got a rare camel dung beetle intestinal parasite. The Soul Brother went to let me tell you. I said, listen, how do you want to handle it on there? He goes, just say this, and it's the truth. He will call a little bit later. He can't. He went to the doctor for a blood pressure check, and I guess he gets a refill on his meds. His pressure was up, so they kept him overnight for observation, changed his meds. And when you have something like that, no one's going to send you out of a doctor's office with high blood pressure like that until it comes back down and it's normal and they check him out. So he spent the night there. He's wrapping things up, changing his meds today, and he's going to call us a little bit later. He's fine. They kept him for observation, but he sent me a picture of him crashed out in his hospital bed.
He doesn't look too happy.
No, he doesn't look too happy to be here. To be there, rather. So that's what's up with the Soul Brother. We'll talk to him later, and he's feeling a lot better. So don't fret.
So are we gonna wait on the ribs then from Master Purveyor?
We gotta wait on the ribs. I hope he feels better today. Maybe. Well, I don't want him to. I don't know what you do when you have high blood pressure, thing like that. Do you take a nap? Do you sleep for a day? But I don't know. Either he'll take him home today or later, or I'll get him or something. We'll do that. We got to set us off track in our eating progress. I normally plan on a meat fest every Tuesday. You know?
I don't eat on the way.
I go meatless Monday. Last night I went to our Indian friend's house. Shasiri and her son Vivek, and they had people. He had just gotten back from India and visited some villages there, and he's supporting a school there, a couple of schools. So he's raising money. So he hosted this little dinner at his house last night. This is her son, just a smartest kid you'll ever meet. And they cooked Indian foods all together. And they had a guy come in from an Indian restaurant that cooked Southern Indian food. It's either Southern or Northern. It's opposite of what you get in every Indian restaurant in America. It's all vegetarian. We had so I had a meatless Monday. But it's a meatful Tuesday so far. I've already backed down a couple of meatballs. Well, no, I wasn't going to have my Master Purveyor chow. So 800-771-1025 is our telephone number if you'd like to get involved in the program. Later in the program, we'll do the big 1 at 1. Man, that's my bad, isn't it? No, remember we messed with this after the show yesterday. Hold on.
I think I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it over here now.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry that you get to hear the phone ring. Where was I? We'll do Need Gone at 1:40. We've got Frank Castle is going to talk to us. He does a podcast, Pale Horse X podcast. He's a bit of a what would you call him? Not a conspiracy nut, although he is along that same.
If you called him a free thinker,
yeah. Well, yeah. We'll do Conspiracy Corner with him.
Yeah, that'll work.
To talk about there's a new police device that can actually see through a home. You know what a stud finder is? You put it on the wall and you slide it back and forth, and it tells you where the stud is behind the sheetrock, so you can pound a nail into it without doing 100 nails in a row, which is what I did over the weekend in a wall.
I've done that too.
It's like that, but it'll see through the wall and actually see through that wall and 2 more walls up to 50 feet away to see people or things moving. It's an X-ray that cops have that now literally cops on the street have this device. Not a lot of them. We'll talk about that too. Before we get too far into this, can we talk about the guy, Kearse, who caught the ball in the Seahawks game?
He was the one that threw the ball.
Still, yeah. No, Kearse caught the ball in the end zone.
Oh, I thought you said the one that threw the ball into the
No, I said the guy that caught the ball and won the game. It was Kearse of the Seahawks. And then he threw it up into the crowd. You often think, and I'm sure you've thought, where did that ball go? Who got that ball? you've heard the horror stories of when these poor guys, one minute you're sitting there, you're in an important game. Next minute you catch a historic ball and you owe the IRS $50,000, You're like, hey, all I did is catch it. Well, then I'm going to give it to some other guy. Well, now that guy's got to pay a tax and you got to pay a tax because it went from you to him and blah, blah. I mean, it's insane. So this ball was an important ball. It's the ball that was caught in overtime to get the Seahawks to Super Bowl 49. And a guy caught it. And here he is. We have some of the audio. He's describing the moment. He was offered $20,000 for the ball. Play that. Rewind it. I want to hear that part. Oh, yeah. I got to feel. That was a great. Here we go.
Toward the end zone. It is.
This is that stadium.
The Super Bowl.
That was awesome. What a way to win a game.
That sent the Seahawks to the Super Bowl again. Russell Wilson threw it to Jermaine Kearse, who scored the touchdown and then threw it to Scott Shelton. Before as Jeff Burnside found the man who caught that now famous football and asked whether he'll give it back to Kearse or take a $20,000 offer from a collector.
People are just going crazy. I can't believe that I actually got this ball,
Scott Shelton owns this football. The football that Jermaine Kearse caught to send the Seahawks to the Super Bowl.
We got up and chucked it into the stands, and it bounced about 4 times and right into my lap, like right into my chest, just boom, just like that. And I just jumped up on the seat and just screaming. It was amazing.
Wow.
We just won the game.
That's awesome.
I got this thrown to me by Kearse. It was just.
I bet you bawled like a little bitch. I probably would have cried.
That throw was just more.
Jermaine Kearse says he does not regret it.
I have just frustration, just letting a lot of frustration throughout that whole game. I just try to throw it as far as possible.
This is a cool ball, man. To think that this is the one that I watched sail. Like the pass is still replaying in my mind. It's been going all night, all day. Just really that happened? Okay.
Shelton says a sports memorabilia dealer offered $20,000.
All right, what's he going to do? Hold on. Pause it real quick. Didn't you tell me the guy's on his way to jail or something? He owes back child support? And has it been discovered now that he better do something with that ball because he owes all this money? How do you like that? Not only is the IRS going to hit him, but his ex-wife is going to hit him for some child support.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't have a job right now. He's a jobless father of 2.
1-800-771-1025. That's our telephone number if you'd like to get involved in the program. 800-771-1025. Wow. I have never caught a ball at a game. I caught a baseball once a long, long time ago. And I don't even remember who hit it. I didn't give a crap about it. I think my dog chewed it.
I'm surprised they let him keep the ball.
Why wouldn't I? I think if the guy, if a player throws you a ball, that's now your ball. You don't have to give it back to anybody.
Yeah.
If he wanted, he should have held on to it.
I had a volleyball taken from me once.
After you spiked a score or something like that, someone like, yeah, I got Rick's ball. Yeah.
No, I was at an AVP, like the professional
I'll treasure
volleyball
this
tour.
ball. Oh, yeah, okay.
And it came into the stands. It was the very last play of the game. And
Would you knock down a couple of kids for it? Some elbow kid and eyeball? Get out of my way, kid.
It literally bounced right to me. I was on the sand, like sitting in the sand. It bounced right to me. The players, one side went to the bench.
Big deal, volleyball. No one cares. Good Lord. Yeah. I caught a volleyball once.
They took it back. That's my point, is that they don't always let you keep it.
Well, and in the NFL, I think the deal is that's your ball. They probably only had a couple of balls at a cheese ball volleyball tournament anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
This is the NFL. They got 80 balls down there, and some have been shipped in, and maybe we gotta have that ball's air checked, buddy.
See what the pressure is on that.
Oh yeah. 1-800-771-1025. So what's going to happen here? Is he going to take the money? Is he going to give the ball up?
I think what he's trying to do is trade the ball for a ticket to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
He wants to go see the Seahawks play in the Super Bowl.
He wants to trade that ball for tickets to this. That's a pretty good deal.
Somebody's already offered him $20,000 for the ball.
What do tickets sell? I hear they're going. They're cheaper this year than they were last year because everybody's got fatigue, Patriot fatigue. They've seen the Patriots go to the Super Bowl so many times. Even Patriot fans aren't impressed enough to buy the tickets to go there.
Really?
Yeah. It's fan fatigue. People don't want to see the Patriots. They're cheaters.
Seahawks were there last year too.
I know. It's the same teams over and over. It'll be a back-to-back for them. And what is it? The year before they played the Patriots? No, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was.
1-800-771-1025. That's our telephone number if you'd like to get involved in the program. Later, we'll also get to if you've ever read. Oh, speaking of football, Marshon Lynch, the stud Marshon Lynch for the Seahawks, he now has his own marijuana named after him. Let me see who gave him that name. I like it. One of the highest honors one can get in Seattle there. A second strain of weed has been named. A second strain. I didn't know you had the first one. The second strain of weed has been named for Marshon Lynch. There, it's just as strong as a little stronger than the last one at Queen Anne Cannabis Club in Seattle. It's called Beast Mode 2.0. Beast Mode 2.0. It's 5% more THC than last year's Beast Mode, which flew off the shelves. It's a super duper pain reliever and hits you just like Marshon, hard and fast. I wonder what he thinks about that.
Oh, I'm sure he loves it.
He can't help it. Yeah, I mean, I know it's against the NFL policy to enjoy some of the Beast Mode, but I'm blessed. I'm blessed. What do you think about Beast Mode 2? I'm blessed. Here's Billy. Billy on the Shannon Burke Show.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
Good, Billy. What's happening?
I was just driving around this morning, doing my honeydew list. Hey, listen, the coolest thing that I've ever caught, never caught any balls or anything, but I caught a drumstick from Lars Ulrich from Metallica.
No kidding.
Back in, I guess it was 80, about 97. So that was pretty cool.
Do you still have it?
It bounced off my fingers and then bounced off my sister's fingers and it kind of landed. And the funny story is there were some guys that wanted it, and I act like I didn't have it, and they ended up chasing us down I-275, and we finally lost them.
Holy crap!
But
they're going to rob you for the drumstick? They're going to beat you up or something?
I think I'm going to try to take it from you.
Wow!
But,
I'll tell you what.
We lost them. I had a little Chevy Cavalier at the time, and I'll tell you what.
What's that? What do you figure that stick's worth now?
You know what? I don't really know.
Do you still have it? You still have it? You got it still?
Yeah, I still got it. Yeah.
What do you have it in a case somewhere, like a display with a light on it, or what? Or is it stuffed in a sock drawer somewhere?
No, I've got it. I've got it in a little display with my ticket stuff.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right.
I wonder how that guy got out of there with his football. I'd be scared to get out of that place with that football.
Well, that's the other thing I was going to say is I'd be worried walking out of there. Like I would leave instantly.
Probably get a police escort.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Wow. Well, that's what happens. 800-771-1025 is our telephone number if you'd like to get involved in the program. When we return, I've got a very funny story about a friend of the station, I guess, more of a friend of Mike Kelta's. Ralphie May, so high in Colorado, doing some comedy, took advantage of the edibles. Wait until you hear the audio. I'll play it for you next.
The Shannon Burke Show.
The music slowed, transforming into something softer. And to my surprise, I detected the melody of his lullaby came unbearably sweet.
She's getting a vampire teeth. You want
I couldn't speak. I love you. You are my life now.
Phone ring.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, it's Vampire Baby. I'm inside and I'm going fast.
This is the best vampire movie ever.
This is way better than stupid Twilight stuff.
It's the Mike Calta Show. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
I know I'm supposed to have health insurance, but sometimes it seems like it would be easier not to.
By law, the Affordable Care Act requires that all Americans have health insurance or pay a fine of $325 or 2% of your income, whichever is greater. That's why at United Healthcare, we're working to help people and their families find coverage they can afford.
All anyone talks about is how much it costs. That really worries me.
Last year, 87% of marketplace applicants actually qualified for savings, and those who did saved an average of more than $250 a month on health insurance. Enrollment ends February 15th, but there's still time to see if you qualify for savings on your health insurance.
It does feel good to have coverage. I'm glad I called.
Find out how much you could save today. Visit uhc.com/saving. That's uhc.com/saving. Projected savings based on qualification for a federal tax credit subject to verification upon filing an individual's federal tax return. See the Department of HHS ASPE Research Brief, June 18, 2014. Actual savings may vary. Insurance coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Insurance Company or affiliates.
Mike Calta here for Dr. Basson and TampaHairMD.com. If you got up this morning and ran your fingers through your hair and you realize you're losing more and more hair, now is the time to get into Dr. Basson's office. Go to TampaHairMD.com and see all about the NeoGraft technology, a painless, scarless procedure in which they take your own hair and create new growing hair. Dr. Basson's team at HairMD continues their commitment to provide natural-looking hair restoration with the safest, most effective technologies available. And now they have the ARTIST robotic hair restoration. All this amazing technology under one roof. There is no other clinic anywhere in the state of Florida that offers both technologies. Hair restoration isn't a one-size-fits-all, and Dr. Basson's team will match your goals, lifestyle, hairline, and hair type to the technology that's right for you. Go to TampaHairMD.com right now and set up a free consultation. And if you decide to get the procedure, mention the Mike Calta Show, and they'll give you $1,000 off. Go to TampaHairMD.com and get on your way to a new, thicker head of hair. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
The Sun Toyota buyback event is back. Do you know what your vehicle is worth? Find out the value of your trade-in in 3 easy steps. Go to suntoyota.com and click Value Your Trade.
Suntoyota.com.
What could you do with an extra $500, $1,000, or even $1,500 per month? How would that change things for you? Would you buy a new car, pay off bills, or just feel a bit more secure about your retirement? What if I told you there may be a way to make your dreams a reality? I'm talking about trading and investing in the market. Now, before you say, oh, no, that's not for me, just hear me out. I want to invite you to a free trading and investing course so you can check this out. And right now, if you call in and mention Offer Radio 50, Online Trading Academy will comp the course and even send you home with a free $247 home study program. Call right now and reserve your seat while space is still available. Call 855-799-TRADE. Call 855-799-TRADE. Mention Offer Radio 50. Call 855-799-TRADE. That's 855-799-8723. 855-799-TRADE.
Sonny's annual Pitmaster Showdown. 3 barbecue sandwiches made the cut. Only one will make the menu. Will it be Gene's creation, the Lucille, with smoked turkey, bacon strips, and bacon jelly? Jason's masterpiece, the Bomb, with brisket, onion straws, mac and cheese, and barbecue sauce? Or Josh's the Whole Hog, with sliced pork, pulled pork, and jalapeno cheddar hot links? Try all 3 starting at just $7.99. Then vote for your favorite at Sonny'sBBQ.com for a shot at a free big deal combo.
This weekend on The Bone.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley from You Ought to Know. Feel like a flat tire when it comes to your knowledge about cars? Send me an email today at steve@yououghttoknow.com and I'll be happy to help.
You Ought to Know. Saturday mornings from 10 to noon on 102.5 The Bone.
A long weekend is just an excuse to get a long way from boring, especially in a John Deere Gator. The Gator RSX 850i with speeds up to 53 miles per hour makes every journey exciting. And the Gator XUV 825i has a 1,400-pound payload to haul your gear. Visit your John Deere dealer. Go Gator.
For 1,000 possibilities, visit evergladesfarmequipment.com or myjohndeeredealer.com.
This Valentine's Day, send your sweetheart the gift that shines above all others. Name a star after them. I'm Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, we will name a star after your sweetheart and send a beautiful gift package. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com for this year's hottest Valentine's Day gift.
Coming up on The Bone.
Coming up on the next Mike Calta Show, we'll talk to celebrity chef Alton Brown. It's Wednesday. Galvin will have a brand new open letter coming up at 7 o'clock. Then at 9:30, I'll ask you a question about that open letter. You get it right, it could be worth $1,000. Plus, I got your tickets for WWE, the second round of Monster Jam, and Yankees spring training. It's all coming up on the next Mike Calta Show.
It's the Mike Calta Show. All tatted up and nowhere to go. The Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. Excuse me. My back is getting a little bit better. It's still They're still a little painful. I don't know if it's a strain or stretch or but Diesel's been sleeping in the bed a lot lately, which is kind of a pain in the ass.
Well, it's probably got you sleeping in weird positions.
Yeah, but it's not the cause of my back deal, but it's,
not helping.
If it gets in the right place, like if he's in between Kim and I can turn lay on my left side and he's in the middle and pushing against my lower back, it felt great. Like a couple of positions through, and then I was like, oh, that's perfect. Oh, thanks, Diesel. Then at 3:00 in the morning, I've got a foot literally over, like he's holding me over my head right here, or like over my body, over my shoulder, like he's got an arm around me, and his head is right here on my neck, laying down, and his nose is right here. He's literally holding me down.
Oh, I can smell his dog breath.
Yeah, he's one of those dogs too that's got to open his mouth all the time and just smack his jaws and lick and smack. It's like a constant licking and smacking. 800-771-1025 is our telephone number. I'm going to play this audio. I think it's funny. I love Ralphie May. I think it's hysterical. But I think, I don't think he should be embarrassed by this. But he's, hey, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans. And apparently, if you're a big guy like Ralphie May, I'm guessing his genes are 58-30s.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
58-30 in the maybe 28 in the NC, maybe less. I saw a photo of him. It's late. I haven't seen him in a long time, but if that's him, I should ask Mike about it. But if that's him, he is really ballooned up like in the last year or two, and his legs have gotten shorter. Anyway, I love you, Ralphie, but he's so high that he's apparently people called or calling the police or something.
Well, one of the people that works at that venue.
Yeah, because he was so high, he forgot his words. He was leaning on stuff. TMC's got some great audio on it. He's leaning. Anyway, he couldn't finish the show. He wouldn't say anything funny. He didn't get. So I take him out to his bus, and we got audio of him screaming at people out of his bus.
Oh, you want the one out of the, bus first?
Let me get to Kevin about my back problem first. We had I don't know if we had a phony issue, a bunch of phones just dropped off or what, but here's Kevin. Kevin, go ahead.
Yes, hi, Shannon.
Yes.
I just want to let you know, I'm a 100% disabled veteran, and I have a mechanical heart valve made out of titanium.
Wow.
Been on Coumadin for 17 years, carpal tunnel right hand, carpal tunnel left hand, rotator cuff surgery, not to mention I couldn't even bend over for a while. I was paying my son $2 to change the diapers. I seen this doctor, and now I'm fine. I went from 360 to 250.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Hold on. I don't even know what these numbers mean. It's all Greek to me. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying that I have a doctor that's in Cape Coral. It's worth it.
Is it? Let me ask you this.
I had L3, L4, 5
hold on.
Surgery on my right side.
Well, hold on 1 second. And what I'm asking you is this Dr. Feel Good guy where he's going to give me something to make me feel better? Or I got to be? You're going to try to do
holes in my back?
Oh, he drilled holes.
And
I don't think he's
great. I mean,
all right, listen,
I'm 52.
hold on.
I have a 2-year-old, an 8-year-old.
I don't know what is wrong with our telephone system, but once you're talking to me, you have control of me. You can't. It's like you have a power over me.
It's all you.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get a word in here. Kevin, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so this did require surgery. You're
yes,
okay.
Yes, but it could be 1 day in and out.
And the minute you walked out of it, you felt like $1 million.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know that mine's not a chronic issue. It's like I do something stupid, like I step onto or off of a ladder the wrong way, or it happens when I'm stepping up something or down. It's the way, and or the way I pick up something heavy and not using my legs, and it usually lasts a week and a half. But I'm on the mend now, but I still can't put my underwear on the correct way. I have to hold. You know how I do it?
That's why I stopped.
Let me see if you do it like this, Kevin. You hold it out here. You got your boxer shorts,
right?
You kind of hold it like a lasso, to get it as open as you can.
Okay.
And then you hold my left leg up. I one hand on a counter for balance. Boom. Right hand lasso the waistband of my boxer shorts. Last kind of holding it so it's so it's open.
Yeah,
not like this, not like a finger. You couldn't get anything in.
No.
Kind of with your whole hand. And I start to swing it like this, back and forth. And then I get my foot up.
About the same height?
I can get my left foot up to my knee, my right knee, right where it crosses. I lasso that foot with the underwear. Lasso it up.
Now, do you hold on to the boxers while you drop that foot to the ground?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then you got to lower it as much as you can and slip the right foot in and kind of wiggle your way up. It's the lasso part in the beginning.
Man.
Let me see. Do you have the same problem, Kevin? You have to lasso your underwear on?
Well, That's why I stopped wearing them, because I couldn't even bend over to lift up the toilet seat.
Well, I don't know that
But
my
now
issues
I can do it all.
I don't know that my issue is as strong as yours, as serious as yours is, but I appreciate the offer. Thank you very much.
Okay, take care.
All right, buddy. See you. Thanks for the call. 800-771-1025.
Did he just say that you could have same-day back surgery? Like he said you could walk out of
Yeah.
it the same day?
A lot of guys do. My brother just had it.
That's a thing now? I
Yeah.
didn't think back surgery was something that you could walk out of there after.
You bring it back. You don't even sit down for most of it. You walk in, you walk slower. He comes up. All right, you pay, and then you go.
It's like Chipotle. You just-
Can we play the first one? Which one? Let's play the TMZ part, because that sets it all up, and then the other audio later, I think, which has him yelling out of his bus window.
Okay,
that's the funny part.
All right.
Hey, comedian Ralphie May after a concert in wait, what's with all the cops and the lights and the cops?
I hate that part of
There
TMZ where they do
was
that.
almost a riot at the Ralphie May concert in Colorado because basically he was so high that he couldn't perform.
What? No. Okay, yeah, totally. We're told Ralphie could barely make it on stage, and when he did,
He was mumbling. He couldn't remember what he was talking about. People were yelling at Ralphie to get off the stage, and then Ralphie's supporters were yelling back at the hecklers.
It was serious, though, because someone from the staff called the cops. Why did they call the cops? Because people in the audience were so aggressive, they felt that he was in danger.
so cops show up and escort Ralphie outside and back to his tour bus. Anyway, Ralphie's people admit he overindulged before the show, saying he was like a kid in a candy store being in Colorado for the first time since pot became legal.
They said...
All right, so you get the picture. He's in Colorado. You know, if you're traveling there, chances are you're gonna imbibe, correct? And if you're a guy like Ralphie May and there's a plate of brownies in front of you, I don't know that you can control yourself. And you know, a lot of guys eat that stuff and they don't wait an hour, then they don't feel like they're high anymore, so they eat another brownie before you know it, you've eaten more than you can. Then he came out and said, well, it was altitude sickness and cold medicine. I think it's more admirable to say, look, I ate too many brownies while I was there, but I apologize. He gave everybody a refund. That was the right way to do it, don't you think? He refunded all the his people said the money's going to be refunded to people that didn't enjoy the show, and it was a mass exodus out of this place too.
Apparently, like the two sides, like the crowd was split. Like some people hated him, and then there were still Ralphie May supporters.
How do you hate the guy? You know,
they were
just
heckling
a little.
Ralphie, and then his supporters started heckling the people that were hating on Ralphie.
I'm more worried about his health. You know, I mean, I don't mind the guy getting high, but all that's going to do is turn into it. I mean, I guarantee you that bus made a drive-through
Checkers,
stop somewhere for
Taco Bell.
couple of sacks of burgers. As high as that guy was.
Do some damage in a Wawa.
Here's some back problem, guys. John, you're on the Shannon Burke Show. Go ahead.
Man, how's it going?
Hey, buddy. What's happening?
Not much. You're back, man. I work for a gentleman who invented laser spine surgery here locally, actually in Hudson. I'm not sure if you've heard of the Beta Prostate.
I have indeed, of course. It's it's reputation
Dr.
precedes itself.
Alfinati, he's a close friend of mine and my employer. And if you would like, I give you the information. I'm sure he'd love to talk to you because he's the person who invented laser spine surgery.
All right, I'm not sure that I'm a candidate for it, but if he could point out what I'm doing wrong, that that once every couple of months it seems I'm in the I'm limping around like a like an old man because of something I've done to my back. So maybe he can point me in the right direction.
Usually, it could be anything from spinal stenosis, bulging disc, herniated disc, you name it. There's so many things that could be contributed to, even numbness in the fingers, up and down your leg. It really depends, but usually those are the signs that you should probably get that checked out. In which case, if you're going to, go to the guy that invented
Absolutely.
minimal invasive surgery. Because you can actually come in. I've watched people even today come in wheelchairs. They walk out.
No kidding.
That's amazing,
man.
Oh, yeah, every single day.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
I
it.
have information for you. If you want, I'd be happy to give it to you.
Let me put you on hold. Thank you very much.
How far are you willing to go to get this back issue straightened out?
I think. I mean, I'm not having been injured in a car accident. I threw my back out. I do it quite often, and I want to do it. I'm down for a week or 10 days. I'm not down. I'm just in a lot of pain.
What about acupuncture?
I'm not gonna. What am I gonna? What about? How about I jump in a pool and have goldfish eat the skin around that area? Maybe
that
that'll
help?
do it. Yeah. Let's take a quick break. When we return, a little bit more of the Ralphie May stuff. There's a funny part of it where he's actually screaming and yelling out of his bus window at some people that came. He's like, "What went wrong? What'd I say?" We'll play that next. Stick around.
The Shannon Burke Show. The Mike Calta Show, every day at 7 a.m. to hear a classic open letter from Galvin. Then that same day at 9:30 a.m., Mike will ask a question about the open letter. Like, what movie was Galvin watching when he got into a fight with the fat lady at the movies? And if you have the answer, you win $500 of Mike's money. He's pretty much like a fat Ben Stein. You could win Mike Calta's cash every day just by listening to The Mike Calta Show. Mornings from 6 to 10 on the station that gives you money. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
Experience the Bill Curry Ford Guarantee. After you make a selection and agree to the terms, we'll have you out the door and driving home in under an hour, or your first month's payment is free. Visit BillCurryFord.com for more information.
Bill Curry Ford. You know how I am about security. I got guns and I got cameras and all that.
I have knives hidden everywhere.
Now I've got Safe Touch, and one of the great things about Safe Touch is that other security companies, when you get them, they try to get you to add on all the bells and whistles, and they tell you, well, here's your alarm, but then you got to get this, and they make you feel so inadequate if you don't get all that stuff. You're like, why even bother? But not Safe Touch. They offer a complete new system with monitoring for as low as $24.95 a month.
Right, and you know that other systems aren't always on, but Safe Touch is always on. That's why Safe Touch offers a 45-second guarantee response, and they give an average response about 8 to 11 seconds because they're using two-way communicator to find out what's going on in your home. No other security company can come close to that because you have to wait for a phone call before they can actually send help to you.
Call Safe Touch today for just $29.95 a month. You can get a great security system with free smartphone app. So when you're out of town, you can check everything right on your smartphone. Call Safe Touch today, 813-626-7000, or you can check them out online at safetouch.com. Nothing is more important than protecting your family. Safetouch.com. Get a hold of them today.
And this is Eva Shockey, so make sure you listen to my friend Trophy Taker Outdoors at 102.5 Phone and iHeartRadio.
Trophy Taker Outdoors, brought to you by Tampa Bay Sporting Clays, Saturday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. on 102.5 The Bone.
Kim was driving down the road right by the fourth hole. Someone yelled, 4! Golf ball hit her windshield. She wasn't worried. Her first thought was a new free windshield and cash on the spot. She called 813-96-GLASS. 813-96-GLASS. If it's chipped or cracked, we'll buy it back. We turn your broken glass into cold hard cash. Auto Glass America.
Up to $100 cash back with comprehensive insurance.
It's a new year, and Safety Harbor Resort and Spa has the perfect idea for relaxation after the long holiday season at our luxurious resort overlooking beautiful Tampa Bay. Book a relaxing spa service to wash away the world. Grab a friend for a mani-pedi or a massage and mineral bath. With daily specials like 2 for Tuesdays, get 2 spa services for 1 low price. And Safety Harbor gift cards make the perfect gifts for any occasion. A great way to simply say, I love you. Visit safetyharborspa.com or call 888-BEST-SPA.
For the first time ever in Tampa Bay, 1-800-ASK-GARY presents AMSOIL Arena Cross, featuring 5-time AMA Supercross champion Ricky Carmichael in his road to Supercross. World-class motocross riders go to battle inside AMLE Arena, bar to bar, full contact racing action on the ground and in the air. Who will finish first and who won't finish at all? One huge adrenaline-packed night of high-flying professional dirt bike racing. And super value seats are only $10 and on sale now. Arena Cross, February 21st on an insane dirt track inside AMLE Arena.
Continental Wholesale Diamonds is Tampa's diamond destination. Nowhere else in the area can you get a better deal on a better quality stone than at Continental Wholesale Diamonds. Getting engaged? Come choose your diamond and we will custom build the ring of her dreams, or choose from one of the one-of-a-kind pieces we have in our showroom. At Continental Wholesale Diamonds, there is no middleman, so you don't pay higher prices, period. It's that simple. Go somewhere else and pay more for less. Tampa's diamond destination is Continental Wholesale Diamonds on West Shore Boulevard across from Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Psoriasis and vitiligo are serious diseases. You've tried everything and have been disappointed. Now there's X-Track, a breakthrough treatment that provides long-lasting, safe relief. X-Track is FDA cleared for the treatment of psoriasis and vitiligo and is endorsed by thousands of dermatologists and hospitals because it works. Clinical studies show immediate results with up to 95% clearance. The in-office visits are fast, painless with virtually no side effects. With thousands of providers treating patients all over the country, X-Track is covered by all major insurance companies and Medicare. We'll help you find a doctor close by, and there is no cost to you until you see results. Get your life back. Live free. Live X-Track clear. For your no-cost treatment, call now 800-961-5890. That's 800-961-5890. 800-961-5890. Or visit xtracradio.com. Qualified patients, certain restrictions apply. Results may vary.
Metro PCS, Circle K, 1-800-ASK-GARY, and your Southern Ford dealers present Monster Jam, coming to Ray J for 2 exciting and completely different shows, January 17th and February 7th. Listen to the bone for your chance to win tickets and details on how Grave Digger can be at your house.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
The music slowed, transforming into something softer. And to my surprise, I detected the melody of his lullaby came unbearably sweet.
She's getting vampire teeth. You want to do a speech?
I love you. You are my life now.
Phone ring.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, it's Vampire Baby. I'm excited. I'm going fast.
This is the best vampire movie ever.
Yeah, this is way better than stupid Twilight stuff.
10 seconds, potting up.
He's got mad flavor. Yeah, right. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show. 1025, the phone, 800-771-1025. An update to the Kiersey ball story. Apparently, Kiersey tracks down the cat with a ball and says, I want the ball back. I threw it in haste. I was celebrating. What do you want for it? The guy says, first of all, Kiersey offers him his game helmet from that game, or what game?
I think it's from that game.
Signed by everybody on the Seahawks.
With the jersey.
And his game jersey signed by everybody on the Seahawks in exchange for that ball.
Right. Then
done.
Then ask
is that a done deal if you caught that ball?
Oh, yeah. You got with the helmet alone, you got me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes, what else do you want? And the guy says, hey, how about I'd like to see you guys at the Super Bowl live. So is he going to give him Super Bowl tickets and a helmet and a jersey?
Well, he's getting the helmet, he's getting the jersey, and then he called the guy on his cell phone. Curse called this guy on his cell phone, and they negotiated it there. So he doesn't know if he's getting the Super Bowl tickets yet, but he's definitely got the helmet and the jersey.
Man, that's a good toss-up.
Now is the
I like
helmet,
to have that stuff, but I think going to that game, if you're a Seahawks fan, it's got to trump the helmet and the jersey if it came down to that. But if you can get the helmet and the jersey and the Super Bowl tickets, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And it already has Providence. It's happening in the news right now. They take it to pawn shop to the Pawn Stars. They'll give you $80,000 for it right now.
I would take that. I don't know. I'd have to hold on to it for a while.
And listen, you don't think the IRS is following every move here? They've got a tally on this guy. You got an adding machine going right now.
I thought you're allowed like a certain amount of a gift each year, like a certain dollar amount of gifts.
Yeah, but if somebody gives you a gift that's worth $200,000 or $50,000, I think that, if you caught the ball, that's now your possession. The IRS looks as it that your income is now just bumped up by $20,000 this year, and you need to pay the taxes on that $20,000. If a guy gives you something, I don't know how that works. If a guy gives you something, like somebody were to give you a car, it'd be now your property. You'd have to pay the tax on it to get it registered in your name and all that stuff. But was there income tax involved there as well if it's over a certain amount?
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone's going to hit this guy I think he needs to be smart about this. Or he's going to end up owing the tax man, $50,000-$80,000, which he doesn't look like the kind of guy that's got that kind of dough laying around.
Yeah, especially if he has any money that he back owes in taxes or child support. They're getting that first.
Can you see him showing up at the Super Bowl? And they got him on film, because he's like a mini celebrity, and there's the police there to arrest him on an outstanding warrant or something he didn't know about.
Set up like a sting operation on him.
Oh, that's funny. 800-771-1025. So there's that story update. Back to the Ralphie May thing. Listen. Well, let's go to the audio where he is in his he has a beautiful tour bus. Probably because he's too fat to fly in an airline, or he doesn't like to fly, or whatever. keep in mind, I like this guy. I'm not trying to. I think it's hilarious, and he should celebrate the fact that he got too high to perform. And so he's up in the front seat of the tour bus with the window open, and here come a bunch of chuckleheads with their cell phones, and they want to. He's kind of coming out of it, maybe, where he's like, "What happened? I don't." Yeah, here's the audio.
They're escorting him out the door.
They're escorting him out of the door. I don't think they were escorting him as much as they were holding him up.
Helping him out,
yeah. Hold on, pause. Nothing is better. If you want to have a friend that's just effed up, and inebriated, it's best that they're as fat as possible.
Oh,
you know what I mean? A fat inebriated person is way, way more entertaining than a normal sized inebriated person.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
All right, fellas. There you go. Welcome to Colorado. Welcome. I was looking forward to it.
What's he even saying? Colorado.
What did I say that was crazy?
He says, "What did I say that was crazy?" So it sounds to me like he's thinking that he may have gotten maybe he blacked out and all he remembers was being escorted out.
Right.
And he's assuming that it was because he said something wrong.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
So here he is. He's talking about, and you'll hear him here saying about all the material that he didn't get to, that he had to say, that he didn't get to.
I hadn't got into any of the second stuff or the government or any of that. I mean, I had so much to talk about. I had so much to want to talk about. It's like
he's talking about all the material. We didn't even get a chance. The blink, sucking, the this, the blah, blah, blah. We had so much to talk, we didn't even get to it.
It's like we're not even getting warmed up here. Mexicans don't have insurance. We didn't get to anything. It's crazy.
Mexicans don't have insurance. All right, you get it. And then did he come out and say he had cough syrup and altitude sickness?
He said he had a cold.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Just say, look, I like to eat stuff. I got some edibles. I mean, when in Rome, I went down to the place. I ate too much. I had no idea. There's nothing on the back that, was there a warning on that stuff? I don't know.
He probably did the classic move where you eat one and you don't wait for it to hit in.
Yeah. You don't wait the 45 minutes. Oh, yeah. One time, this is about 25, 30 years ago. I think the last time I ever had an edible, like this guy gave me one, and I did the thing, like half of it, and then nothing happens. 30 minutes, I go, screw it, I'll eat the other half. It's like a big brownie. By the time about 30 minutes after that second round of it, it was like the world was collapsing around me. Like things sounded like my head was in a bucket, and my peripheral vision started to go away. So I thought I was sitting at a bar, believe it or not. So I had to get outside, right? I got to get some fresh air. I feel like I'm going to pass out. So I start walking out like this. And as I'm walking out, it's like getting closer and closer to passing out. I'm blacking out from this edible. I finally make it out to the hood of my car, to the trunk lid of my car, the parking lot of this bar. And I'm just sitting there going, whew. And a buddy of mine pulls up and goes, what happened? I said, man, I ate an edible. Whew. Too much of it. I mean, it almost
put you down.
It almost put me down. Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost put me down.
Those things are strong.
Man. He brought me some like soda. He's like, drink some Cokes. I drank like 4 or 5 Cokes on the deck lid of my car for about an hour, and I shaped up and took a ride home. So I don't blame you for getting that,
You can't see it coming sometimes.
Well, I don't know that I would do it before I went on stage if I was a performer, but I do love Ralphie May. I think it's hilarious.
Sometimes it helps guys.
I think he needs to get on. He needs to do a Weight Watchers thing, get a big endorsement, make a lot of money, and get skinny and get healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then he's going to be like the Jonah Hill,
where
right. He's not going to be as funny.
There's a happy median in there somewhere between a fat, funny guy and a guy that's almost uncomfortable to watch because he looks like that every step is a
could be his last.
It's just everyone is such a dramatic. To conjure up the energy to take the next step is a monumental task. Here's Eric. Eric, you're on the Shannon Burke Show. Go ahead.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, man. Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Hey, and I'm an accountant, so I can answer some of the questions you have on the ball.
Okay. The minute I catch a ball that's famous, do I own it?
Yeah, you own it, but you're not going to be taxed on it unless you turn around and sell it.
So I'm not taxed on it just because I have it.
No, you want it. You don't have to claim that. It's because there's no set value of that, because someone might be willing to offer you 20, someone might be willing to offer you this. I mean, even the trade now, there was a Yankee fan who caught a ball. I hate the Yankees, but evidently he got traded in, and the guy owed like over 100 grand in student loans, and he got a box seats for, I think, a season. Now that there's a set value on it, that the IRS can actually, that's a benefit which they can tax.
So if I had the ball, just caught it, I didn't owe anybody anything until I intended to sell that ball or trade that ball for something of value, then I would be taxed upon whatever the value of that item was or service or whatever.
Well, no, I mean, this jersey and the helmet, again, there's no real set value. Even the Super Bowl tickets, there's a predetermined value of the tickets. You technically claim them, but if it's an entire trip, different story. But just the trade itself isn't, because someone may be willing to offer you this. You can't actually set a set price on either the jersey or the helmet.
I see. So
once you sell either of those for money,
right,
yes,
then you're gonna get hit.
Then you'd be taxed on.
Aha. What if you were to donate that item? Would you get a tax credit of a charitable donation in the amount of the value?
Yes, you would.
Hell yeah.
You could reasonably determine the value. Well, whoever you would trade it, you donate it to, would have to give you a voucher saying this is what I think it's worth.
Okay.
And that's what you would get the deduction.
Is that wank what it's worth, or what it's really worth?
Well, no, I mean, to them, again, it all depends. Like, they would have to actually go online. There's no real market when it comes to collectibles because it fluctuates.
Yeah, it's whatever the market can bear at any given time.
Yeah, whoever's willing to pay for, but if someone's willing to say, hey, if I'm willing to donate this to you, and then this is what if you think it's worth that, they can give you a voucher, and then, yes, you can deduct it, as long as you have that voucher.
All right. Amen. Cool. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it.
Hey, have a good one.
See you, buddy. 800-771-1025 is our telephone number. 800-771-1025 if you want to get involved. Man. But if he trades, okay, yeah, there's nothing until he converts it. Trading that ball. I'll tell you what, my dad was a home remodeler in Dallas. He was a contractor, had a pretty big company. He remodeled Emmett Smith's home once and put a giant bathroom or something there. But he would always tell me about the room of footballs that he has. That it's a giant room
and display cases.
The whole wall, every wall, floor to ceiling is are glass cases, wood and glass cases, and everyone has a ball in it. And every ball's got a plaque of the when he scored it, where they were, what the score was, blah blah blah, of every touchdown the guy ever made. It was all in a room.
Man.
Everyone.
You'd have to add another room.
I think they got one guy that just goes around, checks the air on all these balls once a day. So we have low. So yeah, I think that would be an important ball.
Yeah.
Because you ever watch Emmitt Smith score a touchdown? He had a box, a chest, like an equipment moving chest on the sideline. He'd run up the sideline, open the chest, and put it in there. Keep on going.
He kept every football,
every
touchdown.
NFL touchdown football he ever made.
Wow. You think they'd get old after a while? Like it's just another.
What's so all about scoring touchdown? Each touchdown was a memory. It was a game.
The 14th touchdown. That's got to be about the same as like the 24th.
The man had respected. What are you going to throw all these balls in your garage?
Give them
like
to a
kids,
kid.
yeah.
Give them to a kid. Sign it, man. What if you got one?
I have his signature on a helmet.
From him, or you got it from somebody else? The helmet from somebody else?
From somebody else.
Oh.
But I have a bunch of others that are from the players on my helmet.
Have you ever met any of the Cowboy players?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Listen.
Love of God. Don't you look at my Twitter? 800-771-1025 is our telephone number. I want to get back. It's the big one at 1. And this one's big, ladies. What this woman did to put away the lustful thoughts of men other than her husband
will shock you. The Shannon Burke Show. We're featuring the very best part of today's Mike Calta Show, handpicked by Mike with his fat fingers. You can now listen anytime. Download the Bone app now to hear it. Real, raw radio. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
Hey, Tampa, the January show was big, but February 7th, it gets bigger. Metro PCS, Circle K, 1-800-ASK-GARY, and your Southern Ford dealers present Monster Jam. 16 more superstars. Every truck and driver all new for this second show, including the first ever Tampa appearances of Chester, Megabyte, and New Earth Authority. Plus future icon Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, and the legend himself, Dennis Anderson and Grave Digger. 16 all different trucks. Super value seats are still just $15. That's right, still only $15. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster, Stadium Box Office. Charge at 800-745-3000 or at Ticketmaster.com. Additional fee supply. All seats $5 more day of show. This is your last chance this year, Tampa. It's an all-new Monster Jam. Brought to you by Dairy Queen and BKT, the official tire of Monster Jam. February 7th, Raymond James Stadium.
Get behind the scenes and into the party in the pits. Get your free pit passes now, only at your area Southern Ford dealers.
Mike Calta here for Clearwater Toyota, the clear choice for great deals on 2015 Toyotas. Plus, they are the home of true price, no hassle, no haggle, just the price you want, already posted right there on the car, and makes your buying process so easy. And they have an incredible selection of pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, go down there and make a great deal. Get it because they want to move them off their lot to make room for the new stuff. Stop by and see them. They're an award-winning service department out there, and they have hours to fit your needs. From as little as an oil change to a transmission, they do it all. See Todd, he's general manager, and he always takes care of Mike Calta Show listeners. So go by and see him on US 19 and Drew Street. It is Clearwater Toyota, a Sonic Automotive dealership. Get in there and check them out and tell them that the Mike Calta Show sent you.
This weekend on The Bone, in-depth tips on how to save you money on mortgages, credit cards, personal loans, and more. It's Saving Thousands with Robert Palmer. Saturday mornings from 8 to 10 a.m. on 102.5 The Bone.
Do you need your contractor's license? In 4 short weekends with Camtech School of Construction, you'll be ready to ace the state exam. Get legal, get licensed, get Camtech. Free info seminar Wednesday night at 7. Doubletree Hotel at 4500 Cypress Street in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS or camtechschool.com.
How would you like to make up to $20,000 a month flipping houses with no risk? Hi, my name is Nick Vertucci, and over the last 2 years, my elite team of house flippers have flipped over 800 properties by using my 3-step flipping system that guarantees quick profits. And this year, we plan to double it. I'm growing my team in your area, and I'm looking for help. I have more cash available than deals right now, so I need you. All interested candidates, call now and take an inside peek of my flipping system. I'll rush you out a free copy of my Fortunes and Flipping CD kit that will show you how easy it is to get in, get out, and get paid immediately flipping houses if you come join my team.
Call 1-800-439-7628 now to get your free Fortunes and Flipping kit. Call 800-439-7628 in the next 20 minutes. And Nick will also give you free tickets to a live workshop coming to the Tampa Bay area. Call 800-439-7628. That's 800-439-7628 and get your free kit now.
In the old days, a typical day in sales kind of went like this.
Hi there, ma'am. I bet you could use this product. It's a vacuum cleaner. It's an air freshener. It'll help you sleep better at night. It'll make Junior a better student.
Today, things are better thanks to Sales Genie. Sales Genie is America's leading provider of sales leads, email marketing, and direct mail. Basically, we're a turnkey operation for your sales success. And now we're offering a 7-day trial with 200 leads free. Call 800-912-8965. That's 800-912-8965. Whether you're in sales or a business owner, you owe it to yourself to try out Sales Genie, so your sales calls can sound a little more like this.
Hello there, Mrs. Johnson. I have just what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Give Sales Genie a try. For your 7-day trial and 200 free leads, call 800-912-8965. That's 800-912-8965. 800-912-8965. Sales Genie. 800-912-8965.
Hi, folks. Gary Swigert, General Sales Manager for
30
Furman Buick
seconds.
GMC on State Road 54 out near Wesley Chapel. Have you ever just wanted to walk into a dealership and get one price, one payment? We have it. Come check out the 2014 GMC truck. It's only $359 a month, and here's the best part. No money down, it's not a lease, and all the taxes, tags, license, and fees, they're included. Only $359 a month. Come on out to Furman on State Road 54 near Wesley Chapel, or
10
better
seconds,
yet, call
cutting
us
up.
at 8.
It's credibility with a capital K. Now, trying his hardest not to say the F word. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. I'm sitting down. I'm almost afraid to sit down now. All the stuff that you read about. There's another huge story today. I don't know if I printed it down. I don't know, because it's like sitting. It'll kill you. Sitting contributes to early death of people. Sitting down could instantly kill you. It's worse than smoking. It's worse than fatty cholesterol carb diets. It's worse than saccharin. Oh. So right now, I'm partying because I'm sitting. All right, it's time for the big one at 1.
And now,
then we're going to talk about your car deal.
Story of the day. Well, maybe it's not the biggest story. Actually, I don't even know if it's really news. Shannon seems to like it, though. It's Shannon's big one at 1.
Well, my big one I want today, it's really more of a personal quandary that I'm in. I'm about to read to you from a blog written by a woman named Veronica Partridge. Veronica Partridge is an Oregon mother. She is very religious. She's actually quite attractive from the picture I see here. She's married, and she blogs. And this time she blogged about a recent decision she had made that, well, I'll read it. I'll read it to you. What do you say, your blog? Dear blog? Dear blog. For the past several months, I've been having a conviction weighing heavy on my heart. I tried ignoring it for as long as I could, until one day a conversation came up amongst myself and a few others, both men and women. The conversation was about leggings and how when women wear them, it creates a stronger attraction for a man to look at a woman's body and may cause them to think lustful thoughts. God really changed my heart in the midst of that conversation. And instead of ignoring my convictions, it was time to start listening to them and take action. Now, when I walk into a place and women are wearing yoga pants everywhere, it's hard not to look. I don't, but it's not easy. Oh, that's her husband. Sorry. When I walk into a place and women is wearing yoga pants everywhere, it's hard not to look. But I don't. Wink, wink. That ain't easy. She says, I need to stop wearing leggings. In turn, she feels as though it's difficult for my husband who loves and honors and respects me to keep his eyes focused ahead. Then how much more difficult would it be for another man that may not have the same self-control? My conscience is clear, and I feel I'm honoring God and my husband in the way I dress. Wow. That's her deal. That's how her husband admits, listen, let me tell you something. What yoga pants say and leggings say, and I think leggings are yoga pants. And by the way, Kim left the house wearing some this morning. She looked very good in them. They're saying, look at my body. This is it. Listen, what it looks like completely naked, only it's just a bit on the not naked side.
It's not naked,
you know what I mean?
but it's as naked as it gets.
What you're seeing right here, when most women wear a skirt or some pants or something, they want to hide it. They're not, what yoga pants say is I have, on most women, it says, I got a great body and I want you to look at it. Yes. Because why else would I keep my body looking good if I didn't want people to admire it? I mean, that's why people do, whether you could admit it or not, when you put on those yoga pants and you go to the grocery store, you go somewhere, I don't know why anyone would be offended that guys are looking, because that's partially what you want them to do. I mean, don't you want them to look? I don't know. And is that such a bad thing? You know, looking is not admiring someone's body is not cheating on your spouse, is it?
No, you may end up making that girl feel uncomfortable though with how much you're
she
looking.
should have worn a muumuu or some sweatpants or something. What she's wearing what is she wearing? When I see a girl wearing yoga pants and a little top, you know, and there's nothing covering her ass and it's complete ass out there and legs, and she is saying, "I want you to see me naked. I want to be naked, in fact, but I can't legally, and it would seem immoral if I try to cover my body." So I'm going to, it would seem immoral if I was naked. So I'm going to be dressed under the letter of the law, but for all practical purposes, completely naked. You get the right skin, you get the right skin tone leggings on, and the woman does look like she's naked.
Yeah, you might not never know.
You airbrush a little butt crack in those things, and then you got a winner. This woman says that she says it does not honor. In effect, she's saying it doesn't honor her God, which you can take care of there, but it doesn't honor her husband and her God, but her God and her husband, for men to wear clothing in which she's admitting that the clothing she wears can attract or not a man or repel a man.
Right.
She's admitting that.
Well, I don't know.
All women know that.
Her husband's a liar if he's saying that he doesn't look. He says it's hard and he doesn't, but he could see how people are distracted. He's looking. There's no way any red-blooded American isn't looking at leggings like that or yoga pants.
Look around. You know, it's normal. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
1-800-771-1025, ladies. I want to hear about your yoga. I know it's like the secret weapon, you know, when girls start, they're feeling good about their bodies when they throw, well, most of them. I say that. I put an asterisk every one of these because sometimes we're at the Target or the Walmart or somewhere, and you see someone that definitely should not be wearing yoga pants or tights.
Yeah, they're black, but they're stretched so far out that you can see flesh colored in between.
But most of you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, they do.
When I walk into a place and there's women wearing yoga pants everywhere, it's hard not to look. I don't, but it's not easy.
Liar. Liar.
I mean, there's a guy that, he's admitting it. He looks.
Oh, of course he does. Especially if there's a room full of them.
Not wearing leggings is not a magic bullet that will. These are some of the replies she's gotten. Some are funny. Hey, somebody goes, hey, honey, some women find men in suits sexy. So that mean men shouldn't wear suits?
Good point.
One says, hey, not wearing leggings is not a magic bullet that are going to stop men from looking, wrote another woman. Many men will probably look no matter what. And what's wrong with you just looking at a woman, Listen, we all know that one girl that's got that knockout body and she can't wait to be seen strutting around in her leggings, You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's usually like some mother at a sporting event or something like that, or
and it's usually in a place where she knows there's going to be a bunch of straight guys. And like you said earlier, though, if it was easy for every girl to look that good, then they wouldn't want to show it off.
Right.
But it takes a lot of work to get that way.
That's a good point. 800-771-1025 is our telephone number. And wouldn't God be proud of what he made and just want you to, you don't have to flaunt it. She says, it's difficult for my husband who loves, honors, and respects me to keep his eyes focused ahead. So what this couple is saying, that they're trying to fight hard every single day to not look at the opposite sex that they may find attractive. That doesn't even seem human. Here's Bree. Bree, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Great. Are you a big yoga pants girl?
Oh yeah. I do yoga like once every week, maybe.
Yeah, I got a nice body.
Yeah. Well, I'm slim. I'm very very thin.
Mm-hmm.
So yoga pants are one thing that makes me feel comfortable. It's not only about like, oh, I'm so fit. Let me please let me invite other men to look at my body. No. It's about being comfortable for me, at least.
So would you rather be naked?
Would I rather be naked?
Right.
Probably not, because I don't want other men to look at my body like that. But I don't see it as like a sexual thing. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is you'll do yoga once a week, but you may wear yoga pants every day.
Yeah, and my mother does the same exact thing.
How's
She
she?
wears
Can
yoga
she?
pants every single freaking day.
Oh, can she wear them though? Is she, put together? Or what?
Oh yeah. She
Oh
can
yeah.
wear them.
Oh. How old a gal is she?
How old is she?
Yeah.
She's about 51.
All right.
No,
Don't
but I
you
think that
listen?
it's more
But
of
you
it's definitely a religious thing, but that's why you see like Mormons. They always wear like skirts all the way down to the ground. They don't allow people to see their legs, like stuff like that. And it's not anything to be ashamed of. You're right. You're absolutely right
Bree,
about that.
Bree,
It's something that you can just like. Oh, there's an attractive
Yeah.
woman. Let me stare at her legs, and you can do that. Like they're crazy. They're crazy people.
hold on a second, because I don't think that when you leave the house in yoga pants that it's going to attract that the guys are going to look right. I'm not saying you do it on purpose, but you're aware of it.
Yeah, I'm totally aware of it.
You might as well be wearing a bikini. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the naked skin is different to me than skin tight coverings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bree, would you wear a pair of yoga pants that didn't make your ass look good?
I don't think there is such a thing.
Touche.
Aren't sweatpants more comfortable? Or you know what I mean? I mean, they seem to be pretty comfortable. But if you're wearing sweatpants, we can't see the outline of your body.
I'm not discriminating any type of pants, honestly. The sweatpants are good. Yoga pants are good. Yoga shorts are good. Have you ever seen a woman in yoga shorts?
Woo! Tell me about it. Boy, it's like boy short underwear.
Oh,
yeah. Kim's got a couple of pairs. Yeah, a little boy short underwear. You can't beat it. All right, thank you. Do you wear those as well, Bree?
No, I'm in work pants right now.
You gotta wear. I mean, do you wear the? Would you wear yoga shorts around, like just to go to the grocery store? I'm not saying, look at me.
I wear them around the house, and sometimes I'll like go out to like Starbucks or something and do that.
Starbucks. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, figures. Damn it.
Just driving.
Thank
crazy.
you, Bree. See ya.
Thank you.
20. Some 20-year-old hot buddy. I just wear them all the time. I see they just feel so comfortable and natural to me. I feel so. I can stretch around.
So weird, all the attention I get.
I don't
when have these
understand.
on.
I just don't understand. 1-800-771-1025 is our telephone number. If you'd like to get involved in the program, I think if this lady thinks that she's going to stop, the lady in the blog is going to stop wearing yoga pants or whatever in order to honor her husband, then what's really happening here is her husband is saying, I don't want you leaving the house in those, because other women that are wearing yoga pants, I want to look at them, but I have self-control, but other guys don't have self-control. But what's the harm done? It's like some guy's going to run up and start humping his wife in the Starbucks or something. Some guy admires your wife's ass. All right, your wife's got a good ass. You ought to be proud of it. What's he going to do? Steal her from you in the grocery store? Good Lord. 800-771-1025. Here's Stacy. Stacy, go ahead.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Stacy.
You guys and your ideals sometimes are so off, but hilarious at the same time.
What did we get wrong? It sounds normal to me.
I mean, I don't even think about it. I wear them because they're comfortable. If somebody looks good, they're going to look good in whatever they're wearing. Why should I have to wear jeans 24/7? It doesn't even cross my mind what
if guys started wearing yoga pants around, and nothing else under there, and their their dongs are hanging out, and you can see every outline of their body.
Oh, I think there'd be a lot of new lesbian women.
You're saying the penis is ugly and you don't want to see it.
Dude, that's gross. No.
So, are you're happy with your body? You're well put together. You feel good wearing them.
Yeah, no, but I don't wear it. I don't go buy yoga pants because I'm thinking, ooh, somebody's gonna look at me. I'm married, but even if I wasn't, I'm wearing them because I want to wear them.
But I know women when they put on weight or they feel they're heavy, they won't wear certain things so they feel they can't wear them. Which tells me that if you feel good about wearing them, that you're happy with your body. Yeah. And if you're happy with your body, you want everyone to see it. The outline of your naked buttocks.
No, that's not true. I could care less. I don't want everybody to see it. That's not my intention when I go out.
So then why don't you wear sweatpants though? Because they are just as comfortable.
Now, no, they're not. To me, sweatpants are awful. The crotch, like it feels like you have a big load in your pants. Like you're wearing a diaper, like when you wear sweatpants. No.
Well, that's like a guy wearing a Speedo or something like that around. I just wear it because it's comfortable. What do you mean? I like it. I don't understand. It feels good. Why should I wear jeans when I feel good in my Speedo?
No, but I think that you'll find if you talk to the majority of women, they don't give a crap what men are thinking, and they're just wearing them for comfort.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Comfort my eye. 800-771-1025 is our telephone number if you'd like to get involved in the program. A quick break here. When we return, The Sun. Remember The Sun? The British newspaper, The Sun? On page 3, they would always show a topless woman. #1 paper, I think, in the world, maybe. Definitely in the UK. They would show every edition would have a topless woman on page 3.
How did I not know about that?
Forever. They just stopped doing it because some feminists complain. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to start a domino effect on mankind, and it could be the end of the world. I'll explain why when I return.
The Shannon Burke Show. It's the Mike Calta Show.
The music slowed, transforming into something softer. And to my surprise, I detected the melody of his lullaby became unbearably sweet.
She's getting vampire teeth. You want
I
to do
couldn't
it?
speak. I love you. You are my life now.
Phone ringing.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, it's Vampire Baby. I'm excited. I'm going fast.
This is the best vampire movie ever.
This is way better than stupid Twilight stuff.
It's the Mike Calta Show. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
It wasn't long ago that 2015 felt like the distant future. Are you where you expected to be? If not, it's a new year, and we can help show the world a new you.
Take your career to the next level with a customizable degree in a career-relevant field from Colorado State University Global Campus, a university that employers know and trust. Get started today at csuglobal.edu.
We'll work with you to build a degree plan that suits your specific needs and gives you the competitive edge to get ahead. If the new you is looking for a new job, a different career, or better position, CSU Global is here to help you find the way there as quickly, efficiently, and effectively as possible. If you believe the new you is capable of more, CSU Global wants to help you make that a reality. It's your education, your future, your choice. Meet the new you at csuglobal.edu.
Mike Calta here for Dr. Basson and TampaHairMD.com. If you got up this morning and ran your fingers through your hair and you realize you're losing more and more hair, now is the time to get into Dr. Basson's office. Go to TampaHairMD.com and see all about the NeoGraft technology, a painless, scarless procedure in which they take your own hair and create new growing hair. Dr. Basson's team at HairMD continues their commitment to provide natural-looking hair restoration with the safest, most effective technologies available. And now they have the ARTIST robotic hair restoration. All this amazing technology under one roof. There is no other clinic anywhere in the state of Florida that offers both technologies. Hair restoration isn't a one-size-fits-all, and Dr. Basson's team will match your goals, lifestyle, hairline, and hair type to the technology that's right for you. Go to TampaHairMD.com right now and set up a free consultation. And if you decide to get the procedure, mention the Mike Calta Show, and they'll give you $1,000 off. Go to TampaHairMD.com and get on your way to a new, thicker head of hair. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
It's a resolution.
Century Kia is the solution for your resolution. Right now, lease a brand new 2015 Kia Forte or Soul, 0 down, only $129 per month. You heard right, that's no money out of pocket. Lease only $129 per month. All new Century Kias are backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Plus, Century needs trade-ins. Right now, get $7,000 more for your trade-in than it's worth on select vehicles, regardless of your make or model. Remember, all that matters is what you pay, and you'll pay less at Century Kia.
Yeah, the best deals have just begun.
Lease a new 2015 Kia Forte or Soul, your choice, 0 down, $129 per month. Only at Century Kia on West Hillsboro Avenue. Just a quarter mile west of Del Mabry. Call 855-5000.
You have no idea the wires are all in place. And they have hacked all of our phones. And government Elizabeth Taylor.
Frank Castle.
He thinks the government is out. Now hear him live Sunday mornings from 10 to noon. Ask the Dom gets his very own show on the bone to answer all of your legal questions. Personal injury, divorce, DUI, or drug charges. You name it. Brought to you by Carry and Leisure.
Hey, it's Drew Garabo, and why is Buffalo Wild Wings the best place for postseason football? How about I answer that question with a question? Where else can you get wall-to-wall TVs, over 20 beers on tap, hand-spun wings in 16 signature sauces, and 5 seasonings? Buffalo Wild Wings, of course. And what exactly is Smoldering Santa Fe sauce? Well, it's the latest limited edition flavor from Buffalo Wild Wings Sauce Lab. A blend of sweet and smoky Southwestern flavors, this sauce is a delicious combination of Mexican guajillo, chipotle, and jalapeno peppers. Get it while you can. Buffalo Wild Wings, the best place for postseason football. And don't forget that tortilla trio. Warm tortilla chips served with fresh salsa, queso, and guacamole. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Are you or a loved one suffering from ADD or ADHD? ABF can help. ABF Behavioral Health is an extraordinary company dedicated to the treatment of a wide variety of mental health issues in both adults and children. Our cutting-edge and symptom-focused treatments provide an alternative approach that is based on normalizing brain function and is often more effective than both traditional counseling and medication. Learn more by calling 813-235-4270 or visit abfbehavioralhealth.com. That's abfbehavioralhealth.com.
The trails are poisoning the population.
And now, it's Conspiracy Corner with
Frank
Castle.
We hear Crazy Patty calling from the Nut House, and I begin to put a band together of other crazy people. The debut of Baker Acted coming soon. Check it out on the Bone feature clip of the day right now.
If you missed it, or just feel like having your mind blown again, download the 1025 The Bone app. Click on the Mike Calta Show button
10 seconds,
and listen to
loading
the He might look like James Hetfield, but he sounds like Barry White. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show, 1025 The Bone. Mike Calta mornings, Drew Garabo afternoons. Hopefully we'll hear from the Soul Brother a little bit later. He's had a little issue with the blood pressure thing. I'll let him tell the story, but the short version is he went in to see his doctor about get his meds or whatever, or a refill. They put the blood pressure thing on him. They said, "Uh-oh, you're not leaving here," which is normally what they do, but they kept him overnight. But he's fine. He feels good. He's just unhappy to be, holed up in a bed.
Not that you want to be in the hospital at any time, but like this is the worst time for him to be there. There's no sports on. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like he could be watching Monday Night Football last night if there were still football on.
By the way, GT Kenny on the Twitter says, tell Bree to hit me up. Follow us on the Twitter. I am at the Shannon Burke. Rick is at Rick J SBS, and Kevin SBK is at the Soul Brother. So if you want to get us on the Twitter later. A couple of Yoga Pants calls. I'm going to get to this page 3 deal and their decision to stop putting boobs on page 3 of the Sun, or the Sun magazine's page 3 deal, which has been a tradition for a long, long time. And it shows how advanced countries like that are, or how, where they're cool enough to put it. They're just boobs.
We're a bunch of prudes over here.
Yeah. Every day in the paper. Everybody go, oh, that's the reason. Listen, they're geniuses. They sold papers for all this time with a set of knockers on page 3. Don't tell me you guys just didn't buy that and then throw it away. Here's Angelina with you want to talk about yoga pants and back pain. I've already tried yoga pants. They did not help my back pain. Hello. Angelina.
Hello.
You're on the air.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, I don't want to talk about yoga pants. I don't wear those.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, no, I wear Levi's and Pumas. But
Pumas, all right. Levi's and Pumas, huh? All right.
Of course, I rock them every day.
You go.
I just want to talk to you about the acupuncture and why you won't try that for your back, because it's a lifesaver.
Well, I don't know.
Really?
It's a lot of hocus pocus.
Needles, right?
Oh no, not really. No, I've tattooed. I don't like getting shots. Like with an injection. I don't like or having my blood drawn. That's a little creepy.
Completely different. It's completely different. I've been listening to you for the last week or so, complaining about this, and it saved my life. And I have 17 tattoos, so clearly I'm not.
I don't suppose my insurance is going to cover acupuncture, huh?
No, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just.
No, I'm just saying. Well, I don't even know where. There's a Vietnamese area here in town that has like 11 acupuncture places in one area of town.
I have a American acupuncturist, and she's wonderful.
I
and
will
she saved my
know.
life.
I only want an Asian one. It seems like they would really know what's going on. You know, I don't think. I
Well-
don't think like a white guy would know. Hey, how you doing, Fred? Your acupuncturist. You know what I mean?
All right. Well,
All right.
I'm sorry about this cowboy,
Thank you.
but you should really try it out. It saved my life.
Had to throw a dig in there with the Cowboys. Thank you very much, Angelina.
All right.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
You'll rock those Pumas, girl.
Did you know they make a calendar of the Page 3 girls?
Yeah. Yeah. Here's our buddy Scorch from Canada. I want to talk to him because it's probably a long distance call and I'm paying for it. Scorch, how are you, buddy?
Good. How you doing, Shannon?
What's happening? A long time no hear. It's good to hear from you.
You betcha. Hey,
You
the
betcha.
yoga pants with guys wearing yoga pants.
Yeah.
Rick might not remember this because he might be a little too young, but do you remember this spandex craze of the 80s?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's not revisit.
You know, there's another pant out there that I'll tell you right now. In the 80s, I was guilty of only wearing them in a casual sense. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Not in a formal sense. I wouldn't wear them out. But to the beach or around the house, I was very fond of a pair of black what do you call it with a tie up? Linen capri pants that I like to string tie around my waist.
What was your favorite part about those pants?
I just felt so comfortable, you know. It's just so comfy. I don't know that I'd wear them out anywhere, Scorch, but you know the feeling. They're baggy, it's linen, it's cool. You know.
The breeze blowing up one leg and out the other leg.
Yeah, that's right.
No, don't know that feeling at all.
Good to hear from you, Scorch. Thanks, buddy.
You betcha. Have a good one.
See you, buddy. 1-800-771-1025 is the number. Okay, so Page 3 of the Sun. They didn't even make a big deal out of it. They dropped the photos of the topless babes from Page 3, ending a tradition that's been around decades in a move hailed by feminist campaigners. It's the Times, which, like the Sun, is owned by Rupert Murdoch. They reported Tuesday that Friday's edition of the tabloid would be the last to feature a topless model after 44 years. Watch their sales go down, you know? They said it was old-fashioned, blah, blah, blah. Here's the point. You ever just look, you know, sometimes I hate to be pervy to ask my wife, but she gets out of the shower and she's standing there and she's got a perfect rack. And I just want to just stand there for a minute so I can stare. But it's
take it all in.
Yeah. It's not just, I mean, listen, there's studies. Here's one right here. The New England Journal of Medicine that claims staring at women's breasts every day is good for men's health. It's not a joke. It's good for your health. It could add years to your life. Just 10 minutes of staring at some boobs is equivalent to a 30-minute aerobic workout.
10 minutes in a row?
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know if I get my wife to sit still for that.
Yeah, I don't know who has the
Baby,
time
let's
for
get ready
that.
for my workout. Ready? And take your top off. All right. 9 minutes to go.
What am I going to do for the other 8 minutes?
Look, they say, yeah, because it is sexual excitement. It gets the heart pumping. It improves your blood circulation. There's no question about it that staring at women's breasts can make men healthier.
Oh, yeah. Well, it'll at least make you smile.
A few minutes a day cuts the risk of stroke and heart attack. So give it up.
Yeah. Help us, ladies.
We are so prude. Can you imagine is there any real risque? I mean, the Sun is a legitimate paper, but on Page 3, they had a rack. A rack of boobs, always a good-looking lady. Never anybody famous, I don't think. But, you know, they pluck some bird from the street.
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's, you know,
I just thumbed through a
Evelyn from
couple of-
Stratfordshire. Hamptonshire. Woo. 800-771-1025 is our telephone.
They're not afraid of the full-figured women either on Page 3.
No.
The ones I just flipped through just now.
Those aren't even full figure. That's real woman size right there. That's
Okay,
not
well
full
then-
figure. Go back. Let me see what they got going
Okay,
on.
hold on. I got to get back into this here.
By the way, coming up in a bit after this break, need gone. Sorry, I had to wet my whistle. What do you think they'll lose? 20%, 30% of their sales?
Well, if you want to go see boobs, you don't have to go to the Sun to see them. You know what I
seems
mean?
like
I don't
the
think
Sun-
people are doing.
The Sun, in the UK, they still sell a lot of papers. You know, like you go to a guy in a newspaper guy hat on the side of the road, he'd sell you some papers right there. What do you got?
Hold on, I got.
Are you going to buy their calendar right now online?
Well, that's the thing that they're selling is a collage of everything.
But really, could you imagine going to a newspaper stand anywhere in America and opening up a paper that came out daily that you were familiar with that had legitimate, front page news stories and automatically going to Page 3 and seeing that right there?
Yeah.
A naked? That's not full. Do you think that's full figured?
That's Lucy, by the way, Shem.
Is she famous or is she just a
No,
girl
I
named
don't
Lucy?
think so.
And it's probably a big, feather in the girl's cap to be on page 3.
To get chosen for the Sun.
Yeah, it's not like you're some trollop. You're on page 3. That's
she's a cute girl.
Yeah.
She's from Warwick.
Oh, Warwick.
Yeah.
Man, corn-fed girls up in Warwick.
I'll show you her playful side here.
That's very playful. Maybe I thought we were getting less. I thought they would always be a little more liberal, with that type of stuff, and that we were just always going to be a bunch of stuck up.
Well, don't they have topless women on some of their cable shows in Europe?
Yeah, I think pretty much on BBC you can get boobs anywhere. I think
our BBC
softcore
or
porn, their BBC, probably ours too. They don't care.
Some of the girls I've seen on our BBC, I don't want to see topless.
You don't?
No, the 2 big ladies that used to do the cooking show.
Not those people on the BBC. Hey, did you see where Mike Ditka will not let the more and more professional athletes? It's really shocking to me. But in a conversation, Mike Ditka says that he would not let his own son play football.
A lot of people are saying that.
It's
the concussion thing.
How hypocritical can that be?
Yeah, well, I mean,
this guy, his whole entire life has been because of football. If there wasn't any football, Mike Ditka, nobody would know who the hell Mike Ditka was.
Yeah, but what if
he'd be a nameless truck driver? No offense to truck drivers. He'd be a nameless coal miner in some dank town.
I picture Mike Ditka
He'd on
as
a pizza
plumber.
joint. Yeah, a plumber in Chicago. Yeah, Ditka Plumbing. How you doing?
Still with the same mustache, coming to your house with his little toolbox.
Same hair, same mustache, chewing gum. Hey, hang on. Ditka Plumbing. What's going on? Oh, you got a leak? Take a look at it. He says he's talking to Brian Gumbel, of all people. He said if he had an 8-year-old son right now, he would not let him play football. He made his remarks in one of those Real Sports deals on HBO. Ditka says, if you had an 8-year-old son, would you let him play football? We all know that Gumbel. He says, no, I wouldn't. Would you? Ditka says, nope. I would not. That's sad. And my whole life was football. And I think the risk is worse than the reward. 800-771-1025. If you had an 8-year-old kid, if you had a young kid, would you let him play football right now? I got a 18-year-old, who could probably play football. Probably should have. He played water polo instead. Kim probably wouldn't want to let him play football. I guarantee you she wouldn't.
Yeah.
She wouldn't want him to.
Well, it was the opposite for me growing up. My dad didn't want me to play football, but my mom did.
Because of the injuries?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And I think my dad thought I was going to be a big baseball star. Man, was he wrong.
I'm shocked. I'm not shocked that Brian Gumbel wouldn't, but I'm shocked that a man who has made his entire life out of football and really,
Why, though?
And as a part of football, he is a historical part of football that he would not let his son play the sport. It's just saying that the sport that he says that the risk is not worth the reward. I don't see that. Look at he's fine. Look at when you look at guys that have played football a long time and taken their share of hits. One of the best, one of the most prolific, one of the greatest NFL sportscasters today is Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman played long and hard for the Dallas Cowboys and had more than his share of concussions. He's, I don't know. To say that the risk is not worth the reward, I'd have to disagree.
Well, wouldn't you take it from a guy that's been through it like Mike Ditka? I mean, he looks fine. Troy Aikman looks fine, but are they as with it as they could have been without all those hits in the NFL and their whole lives? I mean, if Mike Ditka.
So what Mike Ditka's saying is we would like to urge what he's saying and what he and Brian Gumbel are saying is we'd rather there not be football anymore because I don't want my son to play. You want your son. I don't want my son. So who is going to play football if a bunch of pussies who have made their living in sports refuse to send their own kids to play football? It's football.
There'll always be people that want to play football, but
not as long as guys like Ditka are saying they wouldn't send their kid. They wouldn't allow their kid to play football today.
You can't fault him for that, though. He's been through it. He's been.
But it's like us saying today, I would never want anyone to get into radio ever again. It's or whatever the profession is. That's that you would wish the demise of that entity. You want football to die because you don't want anyone else to play it. 800-771-1025 is our telephone number if you'd like to get involved in the program. A quick break. We'll take your calls on this. Also, we've got Need Gone around the corner. Stick around.
The Shannon Burke Show. for pretty much nothing. Listen to the Mike Calta Show every day at 7 a.m. to hear a classic open letter from Galvin. Then that same day at 9:30 a.m., Mike will ask a question about the open letter. Like, what movie was Galvin watching when he got into a fight with the fat lady at the movies? And if you have the answer, you win $500 of Mike's money. He's pretty much like a fat Ben Stein. You could win Mike Calta's cash every day just by listening to the Mike Calta Show. Mornings from 6 to 10 on the station that gives you money. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
When my wife said she didn't want a gift for her birthday, I should have known to get something anyway. I did not. Now I know. Just like I really should have known that Geico has been around for over 75 years. I had no idea they'd been around that long. Why didn't I know that? I also didn't know that they're the #1 auto insurer in Tampa, St. Pete, and Clearwater. In fact, they're the largest in Florida. Now I know, and now you know. And now I also know the pull-out couch is not comfortable.
Geico, celebrating over 75 years of great savings and great service.
Now that you know Geico has been around for over 75 years, it's time to really knock your socks off. Geico offers so much more than just car insurance. Geico could help you save money on motorcycle and RV coverage. And they even have a local agent to help you directly. I know. I just knocked off my own socks. Now, I need socks.
Geico. To get a free rate quote, go to geico.com. Then buy online, over the phone, or at your local office.
Hey guys, did you strike out on a Christmas gift for your wife or girlfriend? Maybe you need some ideas for Valentine's Day? Check this out. Give her the gift that keeps on giving. Pole dancing lessons from Buttercup Pole Dance. Buttercup Pole Dance offers pole dance, chair dance, and exotic dance classes. They also offer twerk, flexibility, Zumba, aerial skills, and coming soon, Fly Gym Aerial Fitness. It's Buttercup Pole Dance. The perfect gift for your wife, your girlfriend, or any occasion. ButtercupPoleDance.com. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Sonny's annual Pitmaster Showdown. 3 barbecue sandwiches made the cut. Only one will make the menu. Will it be Gene's creation, the Lucille, with smoked turkey, bacon strips, and bacon jelly? Jason's masterpiece, the Bomb, with brisket, onion straws, mac and cheese, and barbecue sauce? Or Josh's the Whole Hog, with sliced pork, pulled pork, and jalapeno cheddar hot links? Try all 3 starting at just $7.99. Then vote for your favorite at Sonny'sBBQ.com for a shot at a free big deal combo.
This weekend on The Bone. Hi, this is Steve Hurley from You Ought to Know. Every Saturday morning at 10, we're pulling back the curtain and letting you know how dealers really operate.
You Ought to Know. Saturday mornings from 10 to noon on 102.5 The Bone.
At Bright House Networks, we have friends ready to help at any hour. Whether it's the top of the hour, bottom of the hour, happy hour, or even the 11th hour. Just know that whenever you call, someone will always answer. Right now, enjoy Premier TV and Lightning 35 for $99 a month for 24 months. And discover what's new at letsconnect.com. Price does not include taxes, fees, equipment, RSN fee, and broadcast TV fee. Serviceable areas only. Some restrictions apply. Product and price of equipment and services subject to change.
It's a new year, and Safety Harbor Resort and Spa has the perfect idea for relaxation after the long holiday season at our luxurious resort overlooking beautiful Tampa Bay. Book a relaxing spa service to wash away the world. Grab a friend for a mani-pedi or a massage and mineral bath. With daily specials like 2 for Tuesdays, get 2 spa services for 1 low price. And Safety Harbor gift cards make the perfect gifts for any occasion. A great way to simply say, I love you. Visit safetyharborspa.com or call 888-BEST-SPA.
Experience the Bill Curry Ford Guarantee. After you make a selection and agree to the terms, we'll have you out the door and driving home in under an hour, or your first month's payment is free. Visit BillCurryFord.com for more information.
Bill Curry Ford.
Psoriasis and vitiligo are serious diseases. You've tried everything and have been disappointed. Now there's X-Track, a breakthrough treatment that provides long-lasting, safe relief. X-Track is FDA cleared for the treatment of psoriasis and vitiligo and is endorsed by thousands of dermatologists and hospitals because it works. Clinical studies show immediate results with up to 95% clearance. The in-office visits are fast, painless, with virtually no side effects. With thousands of providers treating patients all over the country, X-Track is covered by all major insurance companies and Medicare. We'll help you find a doctor close by, and there is no cost to you until you see results. Get your life back. Live free. Live X-Track clear. For your no-cost treatment, call now 800-961-5890. That's 800-961-5890. 800-961-5890. Or visit xtracradio.com. Qualified patients, certain restrictions apply. Results may vary.
For the first time ever in Tampa Bay, 1-800-ASK-GARY presents AMSOIL Arena Cross, featuring 5-time AMA Supercross champion Ricky Carmichael in his road to Supercross. World-class motocross riders go to battle inside AMLE Arena, bar to bar, full contact racing action on the ground and in the air. Who will finish first and who won't finish at all? One huge adrenaline-packed night of high-flying professional dirt bike racing. And super value seats are only $10 and on sale now. Arena Cross, February 21st on an insane dirt track inside AMLE Arena.
Log on to theboneonline.com to win 4 ringside seats for WWE Live, The Road to WrestleMania, Saturday night, February 14th at the AMLE Arena. Roman Reigns, Mark Henry, Ryback, and more are scheduled to be there, and so can you. From WWE
30 seconds.
1025 The Bone.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
Are you married, Glenn?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hate your wife. Don't touch the cop. You don't know if his wife's been a bitch to him. So basically, what we've just uncovered is police brutality goes back to bitchy wives.
Yes.
I think I uncovered the whole problem. Thank you for your phone call, Glenn.
10 seconds, potting up.
The most recognized name in competitive cannonballing in the Southeast. Men's under 50 anyway. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
I got a sad story about a cannonballer. Well, he's not really a cannonballer in the sense that I am a competitive adult male, 50 and under for another 5 months, competitor in the sport of cannonballing. But a human cannonball. You know the guy they shoot out of a cannon, and they shoot him, and he goes and he lands in a net on the other side. You know, and he's wearing a helmet, and they raise the cannon. You see him get in, he waves, he slides down. You know, feet first. You know, his arms out.
Always
in the air.
has a cape on.
And the guy's out 3, 2. They launch this poor sucker in the air. It's a spring-loaded or some type of hydraulic piston that launches him. Not an explosion, and he flies through the air. He's got a helmet and a jumpsuit on, and he does a special kind of thing where they kind of flip down where they're landing on their back, and they land in a big net.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Sadly, for cannonballer Matthew Cranch, was not so fortunate. Do we have the audio on the story?
Here at the showground today, where a human cannonball accident occurred. A net gave way, and a 23-year-old man has lost his life.
A net gave way. The net. This guy was 24 years old and aspired to be he worked his way up, like from guessing people's weight, you know, clean him up after the fat lady, that type of
Ring
stuff.
toss.
Cleaning the lion cage. Now he's the cannonball guy. 2 weeks into cannonballing, and the net gave way. Wow. Sad. Anyway. I hate to bring the show down when there's a tragic death in the you know what I'm wondering when I was reading the story today. Have you ever seen an African American person in a circus?
I don't think so. No,
I think that comes from like, oh hell no, you know what I mean?
Like self-preservation.
Like, yeah, cannonball.
You want me to do
Look at
what?
You white people are so crazy. Look at this guy. Why would you walk on a rope across a canyon? You know,
like extreme sports. You'll never see.
Right.
It's a bunch of dumb white people doing that.
All right, 800-771-1025. Here is Blake. Blake, you're on the Shannon Burke Show. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, Shannon? First of all, I love your guys' show.
Thank
I
you.
do quite a bit of driving. I listen to you guys just about every day.
Excellent.
I love the show. Love what you're doing.
All right.
I was listening to what you said about what Mike Ditka said, and I could understand if it was like a parent. I'm not a parent, so I don't know what it's like, but I played football. I could understand if a parent was like, yeah, I don't want my kid getting a concussion or whatever. But for Mike Ditka, that's kind of hypocritical, isn't it?
I think it is.
The guy who made his career,
right. Because when you're a guy like Mike Ditka or any other professional athlete, and you say, I would let my kid play football, then that says, well, I respect you because you are a historical football figure, Mike Ditka. But now you say that you wouldn't let your kid play. I mean, you kind of throw the whole sport out the window. You know, it kind of damns the entire thing. And then people that look up to him and go, well, if Mike Ditka's not letting his kid play, why I'm not going to let my kid play. And then before you know it, nobody's playing football. I don't know.
Yeah, just for a guy that's such a huge advocate of the sport to say that, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if everybody followed his advice or desire, I mean, we wouldn't have any football.
Amen, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Blake, I appreciate you listening to the show, brother. Thanks for the call.
All right, thanks.
All right, see ya. 800-771-1025. Is there we're gonna play some Need Gone? If you want to get in line. How we do this? We'd have to put everybody online at the same time, right?
Yeah,
it's
if
kind
you
of
wanna-
tough playing with just two people here.
I know. Really kind of takes the in-house competitive nature.
Maybe
out.
I could just take two people and myself. You know?
Maybe you could play as two people and have two guesses. No, that wouldn't.
That
work.
would be confusing.
No, that wouldn't work.
If you want to play some Need Gone, we have we need to give away a pair of Lightning tickets, but it's for tonight's game versus the Canucks. So you got to be able to swing by the station and pick them up, right? By what, 5 o'clock?
Well, I actually think the tickets will be at will call, so we're going to be able to hook that part up for you. But you got to be able to go to the game tonight in order to win these tickets. The game is tonight.
Yeah, that's what the tickets are at will call.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It's
all right,
not
all
like normal where they would have to go pick them up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even better. That's
Yeah,
easier.
It's a little bit easier.
It's a will call deal.
Will call.
800-771-1025. Should I just pick some random people?
Yeah.
I'm ready to do it if you're ready. Do I have an email?
No, I haven't had a chance to email that off to you yet.
Well, we don't need an email. If the players aren't going to have an email, I don't want an email. All right.
that's
If I don't want to make it fair, I won't be able to look at the pictures if they can't look at the pictures.
Okay.
That's how we do it.
Kind of like these pictures, but we'll see.
Hello, who's this? Oh, whoops. Okay, this is Brian. Brian, how are you?
Shambo.
What's up, buddy?
I'm good, man.
Hold on one second.
Hey,
Hold on.
hey, I want to tell you about the Black Circus in Atlanta. Every year they have
What? Hold on.
American circus that comes through town.
Oh, okay. There's an African American circus. They probably don't do
Yeah,
stupid
it's
stuff.
crazy. You think they would? Yeah, it's a full. It's in across from Turner Field in the parking lot. They
All
do it
right.
every year.
Okay, cool.
So it's just kind of ironic. I would never thought it.
All right. You want to play the game, or you just give me some news?
Hey, I'll play. I'm in.
All right, hold on one second. There's two people there, right? Is that all we need? Me and two?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. First guy, you're Brian, and second guy, what's your name? Hello.
Brandon.
Brandon. Brandon. All right. Can you hear?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. You guys know how to play the game?
Yeah.
I'll play for the next guy on hold. All right. Here we go.
When you've got that you or no one else wants, that's when you post it on Craigslist under Need Gone. And that's when we guess how much your 3 broken hot tubs and box of rusty wires is worth. And now, it's time for everyone's favorite game, Need Gone.
Gentlemen, you know the rules. Rick will read the item. I'm not even going to have the advantage of a photograph. I'm just making it all fair. We take a stab at what the price of this Need Gone item is. All right. Can you bring the music down just there? Here we go.
That?
All right.
All right.
All right.
The first item up on today's Need Gone is a pair of rims and tires. These are 26-inch KMC slides. One of the rims has a scuff in it. The tires are like new, and they do have the 6-wheel universal bolt pattern on them. They're pretty sweet-looking rims. They're all white with a low-profile tire around it. I thought they would look great on your Kia.
All right. The rims. I'm gonna
Rims
say,
and tires.
Rims and tires. $1,200. Brian. Hello, Brian.
Hello.
Brian, are you there?
Brandon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We should have both.
Yeah, Brian, you should be there too. Brian, are you there? We no longer have Brian. Fantastic. Hold on one second. Who is this?
This is Brandon.
Junior and Brandon. All right. Junior, go ahead and read the item again.
Junior, the item up for Need Gone is a pair of 26-inch KMC slides. One of them has a scuff. They are white rims with black low-profile tires on them. The tires are like new, and they have a 6-wheel universal bolt pattern.
I say $1,200. Brandon, what do you say?
I'm going 2,100.
$2,100. Junior, what do you say?
I'll go 1,400.
$1,400.
Brandon was almost on it, $2,300 for the set.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Brandon gets the point.
All right, next item.
Next item up is a rear seat from an Acura. This is from an 05 Acura RSX Type S. It's the rear seat. It's black leather, and it has a bunch of small rips in it.
It's just a seat?
It's just a seat, and it looks terrible.
I'm going to say $50. Brandon?
$90.
$90. Junior? $30.
$15. Junior's on the board.
Junior's on the board too. All right. You guys are tied up. All right. Next item.
Next item up is a hand truck. Some people say aluminum. Others say aluminum. The tires are new with no flats. This is a hand truck.
Just a two-wheeler. All right.
Just a two-wheeler.
Tires are new and they both got air in them. Brandon, what do you think?
Hello.
Brandon.
Hello, hello.
Hello. You're on the air. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, my God. Junior, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. What do you think? Hand truck.
$75.
75 from Junior.
I don't know what's up with Brandon. Brandon, can you hear us, buddy? That's why I hate putting so many people on the air.
Yeah.
I'm going to say $30. How much is it?
It's actually $150.
Oh, no kidding.
I didn't think they were that expensive.
JR, you win. I think as
All
far
right.
as we can go with this game, because since we can't get him on the phone.
Can I at least go through some
Yeah,
of
let's
the
go
items I
through.
have?
I'll play against Junior. All right,
Okay.
next item.
The next item up is the claw machine game. You know the little vending machine deals?
Yeah.
You get little stuffed animals in there?
$500. Junior, what do you think? You already won. $700.
That's $200.
$200 for a claw machine?
Yeah, it's the clean sweep.
Well, I don't know what I do with it. You want to, it's not like a game the kids want to sit around and play. What else you got on there?
I've got on here, I've got a cinematic and sound effects disc. This is like a disc that has over like 600 different like audio sound bites and like zaps and zips.
We need that.
bangs. I know, but not for this price.
How much is it?
$175.
Ooh, that's too much.
For a CD or sound effects CD. The next item, one of the ones I have here is a punching bag. This is like one of those kind of tabletop adjustable.
Yeah, those are stupid.
Yeah, this I thought was really weird for somebody to sell a cordless hair trimmer. You know, like your
would you ever buy someone else's hair trimmer?
Absolutely
How much do you
not.
want for it?
$20.
Oh, I'm up for 20.
Which is about
Junior, what
$20
about you?
is-
You buy another guy's hair trimmer?
Hey, I'm all in for $20.
All right, hold on 1 second, Junior. We get some information from you. All right. All right. 800-771-1025 is our telephone number. Who's coming up next? We have Frank Castle up next, or
we do. Yeah, we do have Frank Castle coming up next.
We have no new news to report out of Ballgate, right?
Out of Deflategate?
Right.
I don't think there's anything new. The NFL is still looking into the Patriots, and like we talked about yesterday, if they're found guilty, they could lose some draft picks, but nothing new so far.
Nothing new. All right. 800-771-1025. We'll talk to Frank Castle next.
The Shannon Burke Show.
Honey, can you take the trash out and set the table? I just want to make sure everything's in place for when the guests start arriving.
I guess I could, but I don't really want to.
What's that?
What's what? Oh, that. Yeah, that's just Gravedigger. I kind of invited him to our cookout.
What the f***? He's crushing all my favorite lawn ornaments.
Duh, why do you think I invited him? Hey, make sure you don't miss any of those little garden gnomes.
That's right. 1025 The Bone is bringing Gravedigger, the most badass monster truck around, right to your front door for the ultimate party and ultimate bragging rights. The winner will also receive 4 tickets to Monster Jam on February 7th. Go to facebook.com/1025 The Bone to find out how to win. For more chances to win tickets to Monster Jam on February 7th, log on to theboneonline.com. Real, raw radio, only on 1025 The Bone.
The Sun Toyota buyback event is back. Do you know what your vehicle is worth? Find out the value of your trade-in in 3 easy steps. Go to suntoyota.com and click Value Your Trade.
Sun Toyota.
Do you need your contractor's license? In 4 short weekends with Camtech School of Construction, you'll be ready to ace the state exam. Get legal, get licensed, get Camtech. Free info seminar Wednesday night at 7. Doubletree Hotel at 4500 Cypress Street in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS or camtechschool.com.
And this is Eva Shockey, so make sure you listen to my friend Trophy Taker Outdoors at 1025 Phone and iHeartRadio.
Trophy Taker Outdoors, brought to you by Bomber Saltwater Grade. Saturday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. on 1025 The Bone.
Hey, Tampa, the January show was big, but February 7th, it gets bigger. Metro PCS, Circle K, 1-800-ASK-GARY, and your Southern Ford dealers present Monster Jam. 16 more superstars. Every truck and driver all new for this second show, including the first ever Tampa appearances of Chester, Megabyte, and New Earth Authority. Plus future icon Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, and the legend himself, Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger. 16 all different trucks. Super value seats are still just $15. That's right, still only $15. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster, Stadium Box Office. Charge at 800-745-3000 or at Ticketmaster.com. Additional fee supply. All seats $5 more day of show. This is your last chance this year, Tampa. up. It's an all-new Monster Jam. Brought to you by Dairy Queen and BKT, the official tire of Monster Jam. February 7th, Raymond James Stadium.
Save $5 on tickets with a coupon from Dairy Queen. And while you're there, be sure to try the DQ $5 lunch.
How would you like to make up to $20,000 a month flipping houses with no risk? Hi, my name is Nick Vertucci, and over the last 2 years, my elite team of house flippers have flipped over 800 properties by using my 3-step flipping system that guarantees quick profits. And this year, we plan to double it. I'm growing my team in your area, and I'm looking for help. I have more cash available than deals right now, so I need you. All interested candidates, call now and take an inside peek of my flipping system. I'll rush you out a free copy of my Fortunes and Flipping CD kit that will show you how easy it is to get in, get out, and get paid immediately flipping houses if you come join my team.
Call 1-800-439-7628 now to get your free Fortunes and Flipping kit. Call 800-439-7628 in the next 20 minutes. And Nick will also give you free tickets to a live workshop coming to the Tampa Bay area. Call 800-439-7628. That's 800-439-7628 and get your free kit now.
Did you know by age 50, half of all men have an enlarged prostate? This means more urges to urinate, longer bathroom trips, waking at night to urinate, or issues with sex. If this sounds familiar, call us now, because we're shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to listeners of this station. Super Beta Prostate is a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's yours free. Pay only shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-965-7893. In clinical trials, the ingredient in Super Beta Prostate was shown to reduce urges to urinate, improve bladder emptying, reduce waking at night to urinate, and improve quality of life. This Super Beta Prostate free offer is for listeners of this station, but it won't last. Don't wait. Just call 1-800-965-7893. That's 1-800-965-7893. Call 1-800-965-7893.
Have you still not refinanced your
1
mortgage?
minute.
Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Wesland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether to purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing
30
costs. You won't
seconds.
spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Wesland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-945-4145. The only way you can lose money is not to call Wesland Financial. That's 888-945-4145. 888-945-4145. That's
10 seconds, potting
888-945.
up.
It's credibility with a capital K. Now, trying his hardest not to say the F word. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome back to the Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. I just read a frightening headline. It said, half of Japanese adults are not having sex.
Why is that alarming to you? You're not Japanese.
But if you're a horny guy and you're looking for a place to spend a couple of months, of your vacation, whatever, why not go there? If you can't get laid, I don't know if they're not getting laid because, let's find out why they're not getting laid. Is it because there's a lot more chicks there than there are dudes? I think that's what it is. Or more is it dudes than chicks? Tired and they can't be bothered. They're failing to reproduce. These people like China worry about this stuff, in Japan. And smaller countries, they worry that they're not making enough of themselves, It's always like, well, we're not reproducing. 50% of all Japanese adults are not having sex, dealing a new blow to government efforts to halt the sliding birth rate. They want more people.
Yeah.
They need more Japanese people. Let's
That's
go.
how you get taxes. That's
Let's
how you
go.
get money.
Get out there and have sex. Hump.
Go, go, go.
Of the men interviewed, 48% said they hadn't had sex for a month, while 50% of the women had abstained. Both figures were up 5% points from the previous survey 2 years ago. Why is it they are like, well, we need to get out there and have babies and get to work and make more of us, and we're here like, no, even
slow it down.
Yeah, break it. And I agree, slow it down. You know what I mean? But still have sex. The increasing number of young men with little or no interest in sex at all in Japan is another worrying statistic, Rick.
You know what that's from?
You know what they call them?
What?
Herbivores.
Herbivores.
I don't know why they said it's herbivores. 20% of men aged 25 to 29 express little or no interest in sex whatsoever. That's probably because that nuclear deal had happened. It probably zapped their nards.
I was going to say that or chemtrails.
The population of Japan, they have 126 million people there. That's fine. Oh, a lot of them are old. They're dying off. Well, what do? You put make a honey in water, put Viagra, and, just dump some type of, don't you have to spray some type of aphrodisiac on him, or put some, Cialis in the water over there?
Get the guys going. They should give them like a free month to some of these like paid porn sites.
What they need to do? Yeah, give them free porn, a bunch of pornography, sex shows, and make condoms illegal.
Yes,
no condoms
against the law.
You have condom? Yeah, you get 40 years for that.
Put that away.
It's against the law.
They should have a class that teaches the Japanese women how to seduce the men in order to get this done.
Among the women, 23% said sex was bothersome. 23.8%. Almost a quarter of women say that it was bothersome.
What would they be rather doing?
Hurry up. I'm on watch TV. Favorite TV show on right now.
Oh, karaoke on.
800-771-1025. Here's Kim with a comment about Mike Ditka. Kim, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. Thanks for holding.
I really love your show, first of all.
Thank you.
And second of all, I just kind of caught the last end of the conversation about the Mike Ditka, but I did see a comment recently that even LeBron James said he wouldn't let his boys, play football because it was a sport for poor people to play. That's how poor people got to go to college, was playing football.
LeBron James said that?
LeBron James said he would not let his boys play football.
What? It had nothing to do with the health concern, the injuries, and the concussions, huh?
Yeah, I think it did, but I think there was also some kind of comment. I don't remember the exact comment, so I'm sure if somebody knows exactly what was said, they can call in. But he did say something about it being more of a poor person's sport.
Wow.
And his kids, of course, LeBron James is their dad, so they're not going to be poor.
Right. True. Yeah. No kidding. Yeah. Good point. Yeah.
So
good point there.
I don't know if that had anything. I don't know the exact comments, but I did read it in a Sports Illustrated online. So.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Kim. Thanks for the call.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Is that what he said?
I think LeBron was saying something along the lines of, some of the kids, that's their only way to get to college is with football. The poorer kids play football in hopes of one day getting, signed to a college and then maybe an NFL deal. Whereas his kids, that's not their only option of how to get to college.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call it a poor person. Look, the same thing. You say the same thing about basketball,
Yeah.
Hello. I figured this Japanese. Have you ever seen Japanese porn?
With it where it's blurred out?
Yeah, I think Asian women are hot. Obviously, I married one, but I think when I'll go, yeah. Every time you go to look for some Japanese, where you see some kind of Japanese porn, the best part is blurred out.
Yeah,
it's pixelated. What's the deal? You show everything, but you just pixelate that.
Go a couple of pages deep, you'll find the ones that aren't censored like that.
Really?
Yeah, you got a few layers deep.
Yeah, it's kind of hot. The Japanese, they make funny noises when you have sex with them.
It's weird.
Oh, but they pixelate it all. Why would you show everything you could? The movement, the force, the whole, the audio to it, and pixelate that. Oh no!
Kind of reminds me like when I was
make it dirty.
It kind of reminds me when I was a little kid trying to watch the scrambled porn on the TV.
That's what they need to do. They needed they come out with the unpixelated movement in Japan. Great Rita decide to unpixelate.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Everybody have sex right now. Right? Yeah. Now you can really get the full effect of the porn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like watching game tape.
I don't know about that. 800-771-1025 is our telephone number. I think Richard Branson is perhaps one of the smartest people in the world. I'm sorry, Sir Richard Branson.
Sir, please.
So he's a gazillionaire, Virgin. What is it? Is Virgin Music his deal?
Yeah.
Virgin Records, Virgin Atlantic, British Airways.
He's got
Virgin
SpaceX, I think.
Yeah, he got a spaceship deal. He owns a private island in the guy's a billionaire, weed smoking, jumping out of plane, knighted by the Queen, stud. And I think he's got this fun. I think he really is onto something here. I think that space thing of his is so long away from really happening.
It's a little too soon for that.
It's just, I mean, it's exciting to talk about. And that, Leo DiCaprio bought a ticket and all these other rich, Jolie, Angelina, they're all going to be on the first flight, blah, blah, blah. Want to be something if that thing crashed. But I don't see a big future in that for it. But I think he revolutionized luxury air flight with his luxury brand. I think he's got this this hotel thing. He's launching his 20 Virgin hotel properties. The first one is just open in Chicago. I like this. The most troublesome thing about a hotel for me is when you get there. When you check in there, you either just flew in or drove in or bussed in or whatever. You've gotten to your destination. You're tired, and then you have to spend God knows how long at the front desk, The front desk, I don't even know what they're doing. What takes them so long? You have a reservation. You've had it forever. You made it a week ago. You've got the thing in front of you that you've printed out the confirmation. You show it to the lady. You give the credit card and the driver's license, and it still takes 10 minutes. I mean, they go on and on and on. You could have done it all online, if you ask me. If the people at the front desk are doing the job right, or the people in the hotel are doing, they just look at the list every day. Mr. Burke made a reservation. He's got a room. He wants this. He wants a king size, blah, 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 with a view. All right. You get there. Here you are, sir. It should be that simple. Branson's got to figure it out. Now it's just a machine. It's like a kiosk. The front desk is like you just walk like a kiosk, like we get your airline tickets through. You walk up, you put your thing in, boom, out pops your room key and a receipt, and you're instructed on how to get to your room.
Parking pass and everything.
Everything you need right there. Free drinks and happy hour, he says too. That's it.
You won't miss the smiling face at the desk.
No, I mean, look, I'm sure they have a concierge. They need a concierge, but let's face it. I was in the hotel business for a long time. The people at the front desk really are just doing busy work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just, I don't even know why you have to spend so long on the computer. You know what you have. I made a reservation. This is what I requested. I already gave you my credit card number. Here's my driver's license. If you need that as well, where's my room? You know what I mean?
Should be easy, yeah.
The room climate and the television and the check-in process is all done through his Virgin Hotel app on your smartphone. I like that. No formal check-in. Rooms are powered exclusively by the hotel's app. The property is innovative, blah, blah, blah. Everything for the temperature in your room to everything you want. Yeah, it's all right there on the app.
Lets you forget your charger.
Oh, they probably got that for
juice. So are there no people like in his hotels at all? Like
there's got to be. I mean, they got a bar.
Yeah.
They don't have that. That's not remote control, is it?
What if I need some fresh towels? Do I use the app to order those?
Yeah.
Or can I call down?
Why would you call anywhere? Use the app. Well, you got to order your room service on your app. Why would you do that?
I guess so.
Let's see. You go to your room. It's got, they say it's a luxurious dressing room, full vanity, makeup desk, blah, 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 big entire room, temperature control, room service, television programs, all of it, even your hotel laundry and dry cleaning, all through the app.
Really?
Yeah. Bang. Your phone can also be used as the key to get into your room. If you plan it right and you go through the whole process, you download it to your phone and you scan the code, the lobby kiosk, and off you go.
That's pretty genius. That's going to save him a lot of money too.
Well, I'm sure they got to have. It's a fancy hotel in Chicago. They got to have a concierge desk or someone to get you a hooker or something like that in the middle of the night. Call you a cab, get you a limo, that type of thing.
Chicago's got some good cocaine.
800-771-1025. Here's Justin. Justin, how are you?
Hey, thanks, man. I'm doing really well.
Hey, buddy. Go ahead.
Hey, just real quick, it's funny you mentioned about the unpixelation. I was reading a news story a couple months ago about the feminist movement in Japan and how they're all trying to get that done because they think it's, why be ashamed of that part of the woman's body? And it's a huge movement in Japan to get it done. So.
Oh, so the feminists want to stop pixelation of their vaginas during pornography or anytime.
Yeah, huge movement to do it. And, one thing people forget about the Japanese, I mean, it's their culture. It's
right.
The crazy thing is they've got those, adult diaper dispensers built into the freaking, into their work offices.
Right.
They don't have to leave to go to the bathroom. It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
And if you watch enough Japanese porn, you'll learn that a lot of penises aren't pixelated. It's only the vagina that the Japanese people are repulsed by.
Correct. And that's what their whole movement is about. Why can we show the penis but we can't show our,
right.
flower petal?
Flower petal. I like that. I think it's a much prettier thing to look at than an average dong. You know what I mean?
I believe so, indeed.
Amen, brother. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
One vote for the vagina.
Don't rookie. You're so ugly. Why you want to rook? Pixelate.
Can you imagine the first time like a Japanese guy sees it unpixelated like in person?
Yeah, you're gonna scare the hell out of the guy.
You gotta know what he's up for.
1-800-771-1025 is our telephone number. That is pretty shocking numbers about decline of sex. You know what I mean? We got too many babies getting born here, and they don't have enough.
Oh.
Well, when we return from this break, we'll be joined by Frank Castle. We'll do a little conspiracy corner. We're going to talk about a brand new radar deal. You know what a stud finder is? Mm-hmm. You run across the wall, beep, 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 lets you know where a stud is. You can hang a picture, whatever. There's a new radar system that used like a stud finder from the outside of a house can see inside up to 50 feet, and 50 United States law enforcement officers have ordered them secretly and are using them right now.
The Shannon Burke Show.
The music slowed, transforming into something softer. And to my surprise, I detected the melody of his lullaby became unbearably sweet.
She's getting a vampire teeth. You want
I
to
couldn't speak. I love you. You are my life now.
Phone ring.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, it's Vampire Baby. I'm excited. I'm going fast.
This is the best vampire movie ever.
This is way better than stupid Twilight stuff.
It's the Mike Calta Show. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 102.5 Your Bone, Your Raw Radio.
I'm attorney Armando Edmiston. Have you been stopped for a traffic infraction? Do you have a pending DUI charge? Or have you been injured in an accident? Call me, attorney Armando Edmiston, today for a free consultation at 813-482-0355. Offices, Tampa.
Rev up the new year in a new ride at Sunset Chevrolet Beer GMC. This month only, you choose C15 Cruise LT, Malibu LT, or Equinox LT. Only $99 a month. And at Sunset Chevrolet Beer GMC, your credit is always approved, guaranteed. Plus, we'll give you $5,000 minimum for your trade. Find new roads at Sunset Chevrolet Beer GMC, 1800 Bay Road, Sarasota, or sunsetgm.com. SRP 2095, 23735, 26170, 39 months, 2,000 miles per year, 4,500 down, plus tax tag, $599 dealer fee with approved credit.
Are you ready to get LASIK, but your budget is holding you back? Then come to LASIK Plus. We are offering our best price ever, starting as low as $250. That's right, starting as low as $250, but only at LASIK Plus and only for a limited time. The LASIK Plus surgeons have performed over 1.3 million procedures and are among the top national providers. And LASIK Plus offers a lifetime satisfaction plan. For this limited time offer, call toll-free 844-446-2020 or go to LASIK250.com to schedule your no-obligation exam today. Call LASIK Plus for limited time pricing starting as low as $250 at 844-446-2020 or visit LASIK250.com. Get a no-obligation exam and our best price yet. This offer expires soon, so call 844-446-2020 before it's too late. Individual results may vary. Restrictions apply. See details at LASIK250.com.
What could you do with an extra $500, $1,000, or even $1,500 per month? How would that change things for you? Would you buy a new car, pay off bills, or just feel a bit more secure about your retirement? What if I told you there may be a way to make your dreams a reality? I'm talking about trading and investing in the market. Now, before you say, oh no, that's not for me, just hear me out. I want to invite you to a free trading and investing course so you can check this out. And right now, if you call in and mention Offer Radio 50, Online Trading Academy will comp the course and even send you home with a free $247 home study program. Call right now and reserve your seat while space is still available. Call 855-799-TRADE. Call 855-799-TRADE. Mention Offer Radio 50. Call 855-799-TRADE. That's 855-799-8723. 855-799-TRADE.
You've heard him on the Mike Calta Show. Now hear him live Sunday mornings from 10 to noon. Ask the Dom gets his very own show on the bone to answer all of your legal questions. Personal injury, divorce, DUI, or drug charges. You name it. Sponsored by Gulf Coast Injury Center.
For a limited time, your seasonal coffee favorites are back, only at Circle K. Stop in for a pumpkin spice cappuccino and holiday spice coffee. And remember, refills up to 24 ounces are just 99 cents. Circle K, what else do you need?
A long weekend is just an excuse to get a long way from boring, especially in a John Deere Gator. The Gator RSX 850i with speeds up to 53 miles per hour makes every journey exciting. And the Gator XUV 825i has a 1,400-pound payload to haul your gear. Visit your John Deere dealer. Go Gator.
For 1,000 possibilities, visit evergladesfarmequipment.com or myjohndeeredealer.com.
This Valentine's Day, send your sweetheart the gift that shines above all others. Name a star after them. I'm Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, we will name a star after your sweetheart and send a beautiful gift package. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com for this year's hottest Valentine's Day gift.
Why is Buffalo Wild Wings the best place for postseason football? How about we answer that question with a question? Where else can you get wall-to-wall TVs, over 20 beers on tap, hand-spun wings, and 16 signature sauces and 5 seasonings? Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Hey, it's Drew Garabo, and if you listen regularly, you know I get a lot of callers who think they know everything. If you're one of those people who know it all, I got a great deal for you. Call my friends at C4 Benefits Group, show them your financial plan, and if you're doing everything right, they will pay you $100 for your time. They are so sure that they can teach you a better way to plan for your future that if you're saving or investing or have the means to do so, and they can't teach you better, safer options, they'll pay you $100. So take the challenge and give them a call, 813-489-4611, or online at c4bg.com.
Coming up on the bone.
Coming up on the next Mike Calda Show, we'll talk to celebrity chef Alton Brown. It's Wednesday. Galvin will have a brand new open letter coming up at 7 o'clock. Then at 9:30, I'll ask you a question about that open letter. You get it right, it could be worth $1,000. Plus, I got your tickets for WWE, the second round of Monster Jam, and Yankees spring training. It's all coming up on the next Mike Calda Show.
10 seconds.
Pay attention. The segment you're about to hear could be his last. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
Welcome to the Shannon Burke Show. Back to the Shannon Burke Show. 1025 The Bone. Drew Garabo up at 3 o'clock, and tonight, the Bone Daily Rewind at 7. In a minute, we're going to tap into a very angry Rick J about some customer service he's receiving. And we're not going to mention any names of any dealerships or car people. Just going to say it's from a car dealership, and it has to do with the car you recently purchased.
Okay.
All right. Do we even mention? People probably know. We've already talked about the kind of car you have. Let's not mention that either in this conversation.
People will fill in the blanks. They'll eventually get.
They'll do what they will.
Treat me like a fool.
There's much ado about a couple of things in the news we wanted to get Frank Castle on today. One of them is American Sniper, the movie. It's comments that have been made about it, what it really means. Did you see where what's his Tubby's name?
Michael Moore.
He's kind of backstepped on what he said.
No, he backpedaled a little
He
bit?
backpedaled a little bit. I've got it here somewhere. He says, he said, because in his original tweet, he didn't mention the movie American Sniper. He just mentions a sniper. Then he goes, I don't know what you guys are talking about. What do you mean? I would just say that snipers, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, by the way, the movie, yeah, it's a great movie, great acting, sad ending, something like that. So that's kind of a backpedal, if you will. There's a lot of talk about that movie being propaganda, being, blah, blah, blah. So we haven't done a conspiracy theory in a while. We figured we would tap into our buddy Frank Castle from deep in the conspiracy world at Pale Horse X Podcast. You can catch him.com.
You think you know, but you have no idea.
The wires are all in place, and they have tapped all of our phones. Chinese government Elizabeth Taylor is Bigfoot.
Frank Castle.
He thinks the government is out to get everyone, and he might be right.
What do you think, Reverend? Well, once something has been approved by the government, it's no longer immoral.
He also refuses to wear sunscreen
and thinks chemtrails are poisoning the population.
And now, it's Conspiracy Corner with
Frank Castle. What do you say, Frank? How are you, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Wow, a great connection there. Frank Castle is with the band Heist Click. You can find him on online, and also a regular contributor to Pale Horse X Podcast. A couple of things I wanted to get. How are you? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks.
I wanted to get your take about the new police radars. I know you guys are all abuzz about it. And how everybody from Alex Jones to everyone else in that realm of media believe that the movie American Sniper is nothing more than propaganda meant to pump up the xenophobes in America, rah, let's kill people with guns.
It's a fantastic propaganda piece.
Is that what you believe? I mean, in what way? I mean, we know the guy's life was real, right? At least, we could reasonably assume that his book and the movie are based on real events. There are some facts that are provable, i.e. he did have over 160 confirmed kills, right? We were right about that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go. Take it from there. Why are we to believe it's propaganda?
Well, what they do is they spin the story. You have a story of a sniper who goes to war, and he's like the best that there's ever been. But what they do is when they translate it over to a movie to make it the propaganda piece, there's pieces that are missing from the book that are actually in the movie, or vice versa. And you start to say to yourself, why would you change such little important details, as you go? It's more to make it like a Rocky story. Okay. It's like a sad ending because he,
right. Everybody knows the sad ending. But I'll tell you this, a couple of things I thought were really, I was impressed by how accurate they were. Bradley Cooper looked a lot like Kyle did. And what's her name? Who played his, what's her name?
I can't remember
the actress was just as beautiful as his wife. Sometimes they pretty it up for Hollywood. They're both good-looking people here. So are we not to celebrate a sniper who's had that type of success in America, or should we celebrate that?
I don't want to say like, wow, it can't be a great movie, but to leave the movie and start hating on other people and, start really thinking that a man who signs up to become a killer is he really a hero? He did his job well.
Right.
Should you be glorifying snipers?
When I left that movie for a brief moment, I hated Muslims more than I ever hated Muslims in my life. I
that's
literally looked at brown people and scorned them. When I walked out of the theater, like, I know what you're up to.
If they said something like the movie is kind of loosely based on a true story of this guy, then you kind of go, okay, just enjoy the movie for what it is.
Right.
But the way they promote it and everything, it's like, we're telling you his life and this is exactly how it is. And it's not the truth.
You are a big believer, as are a lot of guys that run in that conspiracy set, that oftentimes the old adage that life imitates art is oftentimes you think that sometimes, let's take, for example, this radar device that we're about to talk about. There are movies where such a device existed when these movies came out in the 80s and 90s. Now, today, we're seeing the technology, like, what is it, the Terminator? Didn't they have something in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where they could see through walls?
I think it was the one with the Mars movie, or
Yeah, one of those. Anyway, and now now we find out that it's real. So you are one of those that believes that Hollywood and movies and perhaps even television are kind of manipulated because it's the most widely connected source to citizens in America.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm reading here in an article right now that this has been out since 2002. Not 2002, 2012, and they've been using it the whole time.
What?
I'm reading the article right now that they're using this device.
The radar.
So we're arguing about it now, but it's been in use for 2 years. That's what we know of.
Right. We just heard about it. This thing, you hold it up to a wall, and it can see 50 feet inside the house through walls. They it's kind of like a little X-ray. It's not really defined. You can't really see it, but you can tell that somebody's in a room or they're moving in a room or there's any movement.
It says right here, the range R detects people moving or breathing through walls, up to 3 walls.
Wow.
Now you have right here, it says, let's see, a federal appeals judge in Denver recently stated that the government's warrantless use of such powerful tool to search inside the homes pose a grave Fourth Amendment questions.
Right. But they went ahead and okayed it anyway. They used this thing once, and the lawyer for the guy that they busted appealed based on they didn't have a warrant to use this to shine it up into his house. And it's it really is an X-ray into your house. They didn't have a warrant. They used it anyway. The lawyer called him to the table about it, and the judge said, "Well, I'm going to let this stand, but boy, it sure does sound shady." I mean, where are his balls? Sounds shady to me, but I'll let this one slide. Next case.
I mean, look, we're watching the general slide into the nanny state, the police state, whether people like to believe it or not. It's happening.
Right.
Look, we're further in this than we think we are. It's not coming. It's here already. You're like, it's a little mix, a little bit more, and now we're in it. So for people that go, well, chemtrails aren't real, this isn't real, and that's not real. Well, I'm going to tell you what's real. The coming nanny state. This is kind of what you're letting happen. Not like every individual has to take notice of these things and kind of say something. Yeah, I always say no.
I'm reminded here on the Twitter that was Eraser where they used that.
Oh,
yeah. All right, on American Sniper once again. I mean, I take it I don't know that you've seen the movie yet, or do you? Are you even a movie guy?
I didn't want to see it, and it's like I wanted to see it, and then it just falls right in time with the propaganda. We already know that he's not, and I feel bad talking about a dead person, but he's not credible. I mean, his record may be credible, but his words aren't. When he came back and he had the big fight with Jesse Ventura and said that they had a fight in a bar where there was all these other SEALs watching. I mean, Jesse sued him and won.
Because he said that he punched Jesse in the face or something like that, right? But he didn't punch Jesse in the face.
No, it was a total lie. So your credibility is going out the window. So you could almost see the
I mean, I can understand Jesse Ventura can be an annoying SOB. I mean, he really is. He's just on and on and on. All right, so you don't believe, I mean, his kills and his military service is documentable. It's documented and factual.
You create Captain America, and then you can't have him know what you know. So then how does he die? We all know he was on the range. He got shot in the face by one of his buddies or something.
You think that's even shady?
That's shady too.
Yeah. He was guy.
Everything's going to be speculation because we really don't know. But think about it. Look at all the stories. The Michael Hastings with the car crash. Now you have I don't want to get the name wrong.
That's all right.
1 second here.
They wouldn't have any conspiracy.
David Crowley from.
The guy that was just killed. The guy that was making that movie, Gray State. His whole family found dead, and it's a movie about a coming police state. And there's martial law, and people are being forced to put injectable ID tags under their skin, and blah blah blah. He's in the midst of making this movie independently. Then he and his family are found suspiciously killed in their home.
They call it a murder-suicide, but then again, to show both sides of the coin, he was in the military prior, did have some issues. So who knows what happened? It'll always just be a conspiracy. Down the rabbit hole we go.
We never know. Down the rabbit hole. That's what we had to call us, Down the Rabbit Hole with Frank Castle. Frank, I appreciate your time, brother. Check out Frank's podcast. It's the Pale Horse X podcast, palehorsex.com, or is it palehorseXpodcast.com?
palehorsex.com.
Excellent. We'll check you out there and your band, Heist Click. Thanks, brother. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Love you guys. Bye.
See you, brother. That's an interesting character. He's a good guy. 800-771-1025 is our telephone number if you want to get involved in the program.
It's interesting to note that entire interview was done from his bedroom.
That was, and in the background, you see on the Skype, he's like his bed and some like clothes.
Like he didn't even make the bed. He just kind of like threw the comforter up there.
Good for him. This guy he does a lot of radio. He gets around quite a bit. I don't want to think that American Sniper is propaganda, because propaganda films are made historically directly by the state. Propaganda is made by the government. High Nazi propaganda films. We're guilty of our own propaganda films, but they were made at the behest of the state. This is Clint Eastwood making a movie about a guy that he admires.
Well, some people say that the Hollywood directors are on the take too. They're a part of that inside.
Clint Eastwood hasn't any idea where he is right now.
Yeah,
I don't think he's taking directives. I don't think somebody called him, Clint, when did you make this important movie? It will help drum up the American spirit and talk about one of our diddliest sponsors. Will you take the role? Punk. Want to return. I hate to do this to you, but I love seeing you get your panties in the water about something experience you're having, and you're having some bad experience with a car that you bought. It's a nice car. What's wrong with it now?
Look, here's the thing: is I expect things to be a certain way. If you set my expectations a certain way, don't deviate from that. You know what I mean? And the customer's always right, Shannon. Don't tell me that I'm wrong.
So you're telling me
or that I'm an idiot.
One of the things we'll hear when we return is that you went to put on your windshield wipers, and there were no windshield wipers attached to the ends of the arms that are there.
No, the wiper blades were attached to the end of the arms. There was just no electricity going from the steering column to the actual windshield wiper.
They wouldn't go on. They wouldn't turn on.
Nothing.
Oh, that can be deadly.
Yeah.
So you're planning to launch a lawsuit?
Yeah, I need representation.
I don't think you're through for that. We'll talk about that when we get back from this break. 800-771-1025. Stick around.
The Shannon Burke Show. You could win Mike Calta's cash. That's right. Mike is giving you money for pretty much nothing. Listen to the Mike Calta Show every day at 7 a.m. to hear a classic open letter from Galvin. Then that same day at 9:30 a.m., Mike will ask a question about the open letter. Like, what movie was Galvin watching when he got into a fight with the fat lady at the movies? And if you have the answer, you win $500 of Mike's money. He's pretty much like a fat Ben Stein. You could win Mike Calta's cash every day just by listening to the Mike Calta Show. Mornings from 6 to 10 on the station that gives you money. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
Right now at T-Mobile, you can hook up the whole family for just $100 a month. You get 4 lines with unlimited talk, text, and data on our network, and enough 4G LTE data to cover the whole crew, up to 10 gigs. And don't worry about sharing data with your app-happy kids. You'll get 2.5 gigs on each line until 2016. Can it get any better? Heck yeah! The next big thing is here. The new Samsung Galaxy Note 4. It's one of the hottest devices around, and at T-Mobile, it's zero down. So you can grab one for everybody in the family without breaking the bank. So switch to T-Mobile and the data-strong network today and get 4 lines for $100 in the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 for zero down.
Note 4 requires 24 monthly payments of $31.24, total cost $749.76. If you cancel wireless service, remaining balance on phone becomes due. 0% APR and approved credit. Pricing for well-qualified customers. Taxes and fees additional. 2.5 gigabytes of data per line until 2016, then up to 1 gigabyte. See T-Mobile.com for offer details.
Hey, it's Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and if you're looking to get some painting done for the interior or exterior of your home, CertaPro Painters is the way to go. How do I know? Because they did my house, and it looks fantastic. If you're a little tight on cash, you can paint now and pay later with CertaPro's Easy Pay 12-month same-as-cash payment plan option. With CertaPro, you get the best of both worlds, the biggest painting company in America, and they're also your neighborhood painter. How many painters do you know that are still in business after 20 years? For your free estimate, give them a call at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's 1-800-GOCERTA. Or online at CertaPro.com.
Experience the Bill Curry Ford Guarantee. After you make a selection and agree to the terms, we'll have you out the door and driving home in under an hour, or your first month's payment is free. Visit BillCurryFord.com for more information.
Bill Curry Ford.
For the first time ever in Tampa Bay,
many of the world's best motocross riders will go to battle on a mind-blowing man-made dirt track inside Tampa Bay's Amalie Arena.
1-800-ASK-GARY presents Amsoil Arena Cross, featuring 5-time AMA Supercross champion Ricky Carmichael
and his road to Supercross.
Witness bar-to-bar, full-contact racing action
on the ground and in the air. 16 riders at one time, only inches apart and soaring at heights of over 30 feet off the ground. World-class athletes battle the track, their machines, and each other. Who will finish first? And who won't finish at all? It's Tampa Bay's chance to witness it all and be part of one huge adrenaline-packed night of high-flying professional dirt bike racing. And super value seats are only $10. Just $10 and available at Ticketmaster or at the Amalie Arena box office. Tickets subject to facility fees, convenience, and handling charges. For the first time in Tampa Bay, Arena Cross is coming February 21st, Amalie Arena.
Kim was driving down the road right by the fourth hole. Someone yelled, "4!" Golf ball hit her windshield. She wasn't worried. Her first thought was a new free windshield and cash on the spot. She called 813-96-GLASS. 813-96-GLASS. If it's chipped or cracked, we'll buy it back. We turn your broken glass into cold hard cash. Auto Glass America.
Up to $100 cash back with comprehensive insurance.
It's a resolution. Solution.
Century Kia is the solution for your resolution. Right now, lease a brand new 2015 Kia Forte or Soul, 0 down, only $129 per month. You heard right, that's no money out of pocket. Lease only $129 per month. All new Century Kias are backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Plus, Century needs trade-ins. Right now, get $7,000 more for your trade-in than it's worth on select vehicles, regardless of your make or model. Remember, all that matters is what you pay, and you'll pay less at Century Kia.
Yeah, the best deals have just begun.
Lease a new 2015 Kia Forte or Soul, your choice, 0 down, $129 per month. Only at Century Kia on West Hillsborough Avenue. Just a quarter mile west of Del Mabry. Call 855-5000-KIA or centurykia.com.
Select vehicles, qualified lessees. All vehicles, lease 42 months. Zero due at inception. Security deposit waived. All plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. KMA rebates to dealer. Offers no combined. Ends 2/7/2015. CenturyKia.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Kane, General Sales Manager at Furman Nissan on Florida Avenue. Did you ever just want to walk into a dealership and buy a car and get one price and payment? Well, we got that. Check out the all-new 2015 Nissan Sentras with no money down, $269 a month, includes your tax, tag, title, and fees. That's everything. And guess what? This is not a lease. You own it. We have over 30 available at this price. It's $269 a month. See us for details or call 888-847-4645. Come on down to Furman Nissan on Florida Avenue or visit FurmanNissan.com.
Ted Hollander, attorney. Speeding, suspended license, DUI. Call the Ticket Clinic Law Firm at 1-800-CITATION. We handle traffic tickets in every Florida county. Our goal is to get your traffic ticket dismissed. Call 1-800-CITATION or online at theticketclinic.com.
Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reaper Band perform at Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater for one night only, Saturday, April 18th at 8 p.m. as part of the This One's For You Tour 2015. And you can be there. Listen to the Mike Calta Show and The Bone for your chance to win.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
I might be wrong, but the three kings of Israel, one brought gold. I'll say one brought his blanket. I want to say like a chiffon or something like that. I don't know.
Gold, a blanket, and chiffon.
Chiffon was the backup singer.
The third, I don't know. We'll just go with wine.
For a baby. Yeah. Happy birthday, baby. Here's some Pinot Grigio. Yeah.
That's right. It's the same Shannon Burke. Yep. Topiary Monthly's Man of the Year 2006. It's the Shannon Burke Show.
I did a little prep at the house this morning. You know, sat in front of the computer, did some things, had to print out some stuff, and I grabbed a couple of stories. And I also grabbed, sorry, baby, the recipe for citrus marinated chicken thighs that we may or may not be having for dinner tonight.
Dinner will be late because she doesn't have the recipe
yeah,
yet.
This is going to be all pissed off. It's the Shannon Burke Show, 102.5 The Bone. I know you're upset about this thing. I think this guy, I might be a genius. Remember how I started snapping up domain names?
Yeah. You had a couple of good ones.
I got Ebola.com. I don't know that that's going to amount to anything.
Would it kill you?
WoulDItKillYou.com is a powerful, yeah, it really is. I wish somebody would come up with some big company like drink Mountain Dew. Would it kill you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would it kill you to drink some Coca-Cola? That type of thing.
Man, you could sell it to anybody.
Yeah.
Have a camel. Would it kill you?
Smoke some cigarettes. Would it kill? Well, it's probably a bad idea.
Go to the website anyways. Woulditkill.com.
Marlboro. Would it kill? Forget it. This guy, a long time ago, went and got after a divorce, he got invisibleBoyfriend.com and invisiblegirlfriend.com. And he hung on to them forever and ever. And now but years ago, he started working on a project. This is years and years he's had this. But he was at a startup weekend, like a seminar a year ago. He and a small team of people he put together decided to pitch Invisible Girlfriend and Invisible Boyfriend as a veritable business idea. Came in first place.
Really?
They just launched public beta. It was private for a while. This is a service that you got to pay for. The story's back as it says, imagine if you have a conservative grandparents and you're a lesbian and you want to, then you can have this fake girlfriend online.
Oh, I see.
It's a company that creates a fake boyfriend or girlfriend, both socially online so people can see it, pictures and stuff, and texts from a real person, not a computer generated text. Some guy sitting on it, hey, baby, yeah, or whatever.
Like he'll actually have a conversation so you can show people on your phone, like, hey, he's real.
Yeah. It's had great success for a lot of weird reasons. If you need to either hide your real life because of your sexuality, or you're just not into dating and you don't want people to hit on you. Some of these hot girls are like, I just don't have time. It's so beautiful. I don't have time for men. So it's just gonna be me and my girlfriends and lean cuisines and leave me alone. And she could create a fireman that she dates named Chad, who's got a rippled chest and not be bothered. One guy signed up for it and got the girl of his dreams because of it. This girl that he worked with, because she was seeing all this traffic and activity between him and some quote unquote girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it lit a fire.
He was a hot piece of.
Yeah, it lit a fire under her ass to lock this dude down, and that's what she did.
That's great.
It's fantastic. But I'm wondering, and now this guy, you got to pay for this stuff. It's initially it's $24.99 a month. That includes 100 texts, 10 voicemails, and one handwritten note.
Wow, that's going above and beyond the handwritten note.
He said, "Listen, don't think that you're going to get some computer generated, form letter text. These are actually written individually. You can text that person, and they're going to text you back. And it's not." The pictures of your alleged boyfriend or girlfriend are not like posed professional model. They're actual random selfies that this company has solicited and paid for in order to use for the service.
So, like, is it one of those things like where they're on standby? Like, hey, you don't believe I got a girlfriend? Let me text her right now. Hey, boo, what's up?
No,
will she respond back to that text?
Or people say, hey, you dating somebody? Yeah, I'm dating somebody. Oh, who is it? Oh, it's her name is Veronica. Blah blah blah. Here's a picture of her. Blah. And then throughout the day, hold on, that's Veronica. Let me just text them. Then they know you have a girlfriend for some reason.
So, I mean, how far? I love this idea.
Hey, Peter Pan, buddy, you got a girlfriend? I do. I have a girlfriend. Her name is Sally. Picture of her. I'm serious. I'm not gay.
Look at those highlights.
Look at
So, like, what about? I mean, how far do they go with this? Like, if you have a girlfriend and I don't believe you have a girlfriend, what if I say, well, where's her Facebook page?
So that she'll have a Facebook page.
So, okay, so they go that far. Like, actually have. Okay.
Yeah, she'll have a Facebook page. She'll have pictures of her. You'll have
$10 a month.
Yeah, no, $24.99 a month.
25 a month.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. You won't just receive a generic robotic text. These are real people that come from a human, and your invisible partner will actually respond if you text them back.
Man, I see. If I was a single guy, I'd undercut this company and do it for $20 a month. I'd start selling my text messages.
You know what I'd do? I would make a bad boy invisible boyfriend where he's just like a tattooed biker, and it's a dirty, sends you dirty, dirty, he's a bad guy that your parents can start hating him. Are you still dating Spike? I saw him on his Facebook page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's drinking liquor from a bottle with a bunch of thugs around a fire, a motorcycle. What's going on with you? Mom, that's the way I am now. I'm a free spirit. I think it's a pretty cool idea. You ought to be able to create a bad guy. If you want other guys to listen, this could be used a number of different ways. If you want guys to think that you date bad guys, or you've got a badass boyfriend, you put a badass boy. If you want some, you can also make guys think that you've got a nerd boyfriend.
Yeah, you could use it for a multitude of things.
$24.99, 100 texts, 10 voicemails, one handwritten note.
Yeah, you could blow through 100 texts though pretty quick.
They're looking to expand it to other parts of the world, into countries where it's. He thinks it'll be a big deal in countries where it's a crime to be gay, and people may have an extra pressing need to fake a heterosexual relationship.
What if your boys ask you to see like a topless photo of her? Will they go that far? Can they provide that?
If you want to, that's an upgrade.
That's $26.99.
No, it's more like that's an ad. We're going to add $14.99 to that. We'll give you a masturbation video of Veronica for $79.99. Billed discreetly to your credit card.
Oh, that's a great idea. What if I want to have like a sex tape get released with me and this girl?
It won't show a lot of you, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it'll be,
Hey, wow, you sure have a big one, buddy. 800-771-1025. All right. Our buddies at Master Purveyor have provided us with just a hoard of ribs. We've got Louisville style. What it is?
St. Louis.
St. Louis style.
St. Louis.
And then some from Denmark, which I don't really know a lot
call
about.
Them
Denny's. Kevin is back tomorrow, I would assume. I hope so. Hopefully he'll take them home and cook them. They're beautiful, beautiful ribs. With Super Bowl around the corner, you want to get your hands on something to impress your guests with. A lot of cooking outdoors that day. MasterPurveyorsFLA.com. Check out their website. We've gotten everything from them, from rack of lamb to tomahawk ribeyes to giant ribeye roasts, camel burgers. It's amazing, the selection there. They have done this for 66 years of concentrating on center of the plate stuff, the star of the show, the choice cuts, the prime cuts. They're all cut right there in their in-house cutting room. They have a butcher there, an expert there. Everything from beef, the finest. If you're big on the whole no antibiotics, no steroids, free range. We played nice music for these cows all day long. They've got it. It's guaranteed. They've got the Duroc pork, all of the good stuff. Go to MasterPurveyorsFLA.com. Check it out for yourself. See what you want. Then send Sean, the owner, an email and say, look, Sean, I'm into this. I'm doing this. Got 10 guys. What do you think I need? SMC@MasterPurveyorsFLA.com. Tell them you heard it here, and you'll get a 5% off Super Bowl package deal. Not bad. SMC@MasterPurveyors.com. Dave has an invisible girlfriend. Dave, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I would use it as an excuse. No, baby, I'm not cheating on you. I'm working for that invisible boyfriend service. It's just not real.
It's work. Like your text, your phone goes off at 3 a.m. Oh, it's just work, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's gonna work that angle.
Thanks, man. All right, let me hear the latest in your horrifying customer service experience. First of all, I didn't know you got nothing for your windshield. You had a windshield replaced in your car while it was at the dealership.
Yeah, I was trying to
get either steaks or cash, right?
Well, yeah, if you use certain companies.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess the quality of glass that they use isn't as good as some of the other companies.
It's that real thin glass,
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. So I mean,
it's not shatterproof.
I'm a big proponent of customer service. Like, treat me right and do things the right way the first time, and I'll keep coming back, and you'll have my business for forever.
Right.
That's not happening right now.
You've had to take this car back like 3 or 4 times?
Yes. And each time I'm told that there are some things that are like a factory feature on this car that we can't do anything about. You just have to live with that, sir.
Really?
Sorry, these factory features aren't working the way they're supposed to. There's nothing we can do about it.
Like what? The rear view camera thing is not right?
Well, when I first got the car, that wasn't working every time that you put it into reverse. So they actually replaced that entire camera under the warranty. It's a nice car. It's got the whole bumper to bumper warranty, everything you could possibly ask for, I have on this car. So they replaced that backup camera.
So what's the problem? How come they're not fixing everything? You take it there and the stuff's not fixed?
Your guess is as good as mine. The backup camera.
Has your attitude been satisfactory with them? Have you been nice? Or?
Well, I'm very professional.
It's a two-way street.
I'm professional at that time. In front of them when I need to be.
And what does that mean, professional?
It means that I know how to conduct myself. I'm not getting amped up like I am right now, and I'm not getting. I know how to be professional.
Okay.
But when you go and you replace a backup camera like that, and then I go to get in the car, and the lines that are supposed to guide you backwards.
That's not your camera. That's something else. Those are the sensors.
Straight?
That's the sensors. That car's been involved in an accident, I think.
Well, no, because I had the Carfax on it.
Oh.
I had the Carfax on it.
What did it say?
It said that it has never been one owner and never been in a wreck.
And it'd say it's been in a flood. A lot of electronic stuff is caused by floods. If one of them's the Katrina cars.
That's true. It could.
No, because the Katrina was like 10 years before that.
Yeah,
car.
I don't think that would have applied. But the problem is now is that backup camera is crooked. So and I take it back to him and say, hey, what am I supposed to do here? This isn't working the way that it's supposed to. Well, sir, we can't recreate the problem, so we can't warranty that issue out. I go, what do you mean you can't recreate the problem? Put the thing in reverse and look at the lines. You can see clearly that it's not guiding you straight forward. So you know what they say to me? Here's what really pissed me off. They say to me, well, sir, it's not recommended. It says in
we
your
don't
manual,
recommend that your camera work 100% of the time, sir. You didn't read the fine print.
No, it says to not use the backup camera as a safety feature. You are not supposed to use that as a safety feature, even though.
No, but it's nice to have, right? Why'd you put it there if you don't want me to use it?
Well, and I would imagine
Wait a second.
tool to rely on.
You mean that the backup camera on your car has a warning that says, "Hey, this backup camera's not to be used as a safety feature"?
No, it says that in the manual. The guy told me that I should have. He told me that I should have read thoroughly my manual when I bought the car, and I wouldn't have these questions that I have right now. Very condescending.
What? You should have read your manual and you won't have these questions. Why didn't you call you better call the factory of this place. You know,
I don't. I'm not going to go above their heads too fast, but I'd like to see if they can make the situation.
If your rear view camera is not to be used for a safety device, what's it there for?
Good question.
I use it to
something that I asked.
I'll tell you what, I'll back up in places I would have never backed up in before without it. Because I know how close I am to that curb and the row of hedges,
Yes. Yeah.
So what else do they do? You
came in. Have to deal with that.
Now he's condescending to you. You're a dumbass. You don't know what you're doing. You should have read your manual. What's wrong with you?
Well, and then one of the other issues was that there was a pool in the car, which
a pool.
Like the car would pull to the left.
A pool. Swimming pool. Okay.
So it would, we thought an alignment might do the trick. It did not. So I had to bring the vehicle back in. They said that they would do another alignment. That did not fix it. So then they took apart the steering column and realized that there was a defect, a defect in the actual steering column that was causing my steering wheel to make a hard cut to the left, when I wasn't holding on to the actual wheel. So they went and they fixed that, which is fine. I needed that done. That was great. It was all warranty. It didn't cost me anything out of pocket.
But now that your windshield wiper didn't work.
But then I get in my car and things are not working now.
All right. Well, maybe next time you check. Well, they should have checked after they put it all back together that everything worked.
Thank you. So then now they're scrambling, trying to get me to change my schedule because they messed up, and the liability is on them that they've released a vehicle to me that is now unsafe.
Huh? Oh, well,
no. It's not. You can't just brush past that.
You can't brush past.
No,
you think
can't.
that they've
I'm driving my vehicle that does not have windshield wipers, and in Florida, like it often does, starts to pour.
Right.
What am I supposed to do?
You pull over to the side of the road, and call them and say, "Hey, I got no windshield wipers."
Great, that would be my plan. But let me just.
Is this how you talking to them right now? You're all heated up like this?
Because I'm getting amped up.
Some liability going on here, buddy.
People aren't hearing me. What if I'm in the middle lane and there's traffic on every side of me? I literally cannot see at this point.
Okay, all right.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Spin out into a fiery crash.
Yeah,
I suppose.
I guess
you're. So. You took it back because your windshield wipers don't work. Now what do they call you? Say, we got your wiper channel. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Wipers are gone.
It's going to be great.
That's
Everything's
fine.
beautiful. Don't worry about it.
So I asked him about the other issues, which are the backup camera. And then there's a USB port in the center console that you can use to play music or charge your phone.
And it doesn't work?
It doesn't work. They told me I just have to deal with it. Or that there's a special I almost said the name. There's a special cable that you have to buy.
Oh, I got it. I got that cable in my car.
Why would you have to buy a cable? It's a USB port.
You should have got it with the thing, but wait, I got the special cable. I don't use it. I'll give it to you. Man, you're all worked up.
Well,
what are you going to do? I mean, you want to have a good relationship with these people, right? They're going to be servicing your car for a while. Don't take a car there for service. How long is your warranty? A long time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you should be nice. I'm nice to my guys. They're nice to me.
Well, the thing is that
did they wash it for you? See, when I go to see my guys, they wash the hell out. I get that car back, it's like it just drove off the line.
I had to wipe a layer of dust off
Mr.
my
Butter's
entire.
hair. Mr. Butter, clean his car immediately. Mr. Butter, have espresso. I drink espresso. I get a foot massage, and then.
And you know what happens after this?
I bring my car.
I go through all this stuff in service, right? Then they send you your little service, your survey.
Oh, did you give them a 1 on everything?
Oh, no. Guess what happens when it's time for – because they get to see who has and has not returned these surveys back.
Do they get to see the survey?
No, I don't think they get to – well, they'll know about it if it's a bad review.
Ugh.
But here's the thing now it's all Mr. Rick, what can we do for you?
There you go.
Please remember to fill out that customer service.
You know what my guy did when I took my car in for the service?
Get out of here.
You know what he brought me?
What?
It's going to make you mad.
No, don't say that.
Haagen-Dazs ice cream on a stick. That's what he brought me. It's very hot today. How about a Haagen-Dazs? He said, how about an ice cream? I said, you damn right I want an ice cream, buddy.
What, you need all five on this thing?
And then we high-fived and laughed about how good the service was.
I hate you.
Stick around. Drew Garabo is up next. We thought we'd hear from the Soul Brother, but we do plan on him being back with us tomorrow. From all I gave it, let him tell you all about his experience the last couple of days. Mike Calta in the morning. After that, Billy Madison. We're right after them at noon. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
The Shannon Burke Show on 102.5 The Bone. Off again. If you like your stand-up comedy with a side of loud rock music and more beer than you can possibly drink, then there's a pretty good chance you've been waiting for something like this your entire life. Budweiser presents the Mike Calta Brouhaha, featuring comedians Artie Lang, Jim Norton, and Robert Kelly.
My last girlfriend was amazing in bed, but did you ever end a relationship because if you don't, the police and court system will? All right, how much time would I get if I stabbed her?
Plus a special post-show performance by everyone's favorite band, Pitbull Toddler. It all goes down Friday, March 20th at the Mahaffey Theater in St. Pete. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Listen all week or log on to themahaffey.com starting January 23rd to get your tickets. It's the Mike Calta Brouhaha, brought to you by Budweiser at 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. This weekend on The Bone.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley from You Ought to Know. Have an automotive question? Email me 24 hours a day at steve@yououghttoknow.com.
You Ought to Know. Saturday mornings from 10 to noon on 102.5 The Bone.
Hey guys, did you strike out on a Christmas gift for your wife or girlfriend? Maybe you need some ideas for Valentine's Day? Check this out. Give her the gift that keeps on giving. Pole dancing lesson from Buttercup Pole Dance. Buttercup Pole Dance offers pole dance, chair dance, and exotic dance classes. They also offer twerk, flexibility, Zumba, aerial skills, and coming soon, Fly Gym Aerial Fitness. It's Buttercup Pole Dance. It's a perfect gift for your wife, your girlfriend, or any occasion. ButtercupPoleDance.com. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Like to work on your car and love to save money? Check out LKQ Pick Your Part. Parts from cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Parts from over 1,000 vehicles in a clean, organized storage lot. Bring your own tools, find the parts you need, and save big on auto repairs when you DIY. Transmissions to tires, rims to radiators. Find what you need and save at LKQ Pick Your Part. All parts have a 30-day money-back guarantee. 4 Bay Area locations. Visit LKQPickYourPart.com for a store near you. All the things that make a born maker made this, a car that is more than worthy of the American road. The all-new Chrysler 200, America's import.
Hey, Tampa, the January show was big, but February 7th, it gets bigger. Metro PCS, Circle K, 1-800-ASK-GARY, and your Southern Ford dealers present Monster Jam. 16 more superstars. Every truck and driver all new for this second show, including the first ever Tampa appearances of Chester, Megalite, and New Earth Authority. Plus future icon Ryan Anderson and Son of a Bigger and the Lincoln himself, Dennis Anderson and Gray Bigger. 16 all different trucks. Our used seats are still just $15. That's right, still only $15. Get the tickets now at Ticketmaster. Stadium box office. Charge at 800-745-3000. Or at Ticketmaster.com. Additional fee supply. All seats $5 more day of show. This is your last chance to get your Tampa. It's an all-new Monster Jam. Gary Queen at BKT, the official tire of Monster Jam. February 7th, Raymond James Stadium.
Get a free Super Value ticket to Monster Jam. Just grab your buy 3, get 1 free ticket voucher only from Metro PCS locations.
This weekend on The Bone. Have a finance question? Save thousands when it comes to loans, credit, interest, or debt. It's Saving Thousands with Robert Palmer. Saturday mornings from 8 to 10 a.m. on 102.5 The Bone.
How would you like to make up to $20,000 a month flipping houses with no risk? Hi, my name is Nick Vertucci, and over the last 2 years, my elite team of house flippers have flipped over 800 properties by using my 3-step flipping system that guarantees quick profits. And this year, we plan to double it. I'm growing my team in your area, and I'm looking for help. I have more cash available than deals right now, so I need you. All interested candidates, call now and take an inside peek of my flipping system. I'll rush you out a free copy of my Fortunes and Flipping CD kit that will show you how easy it is to get in, get out, and get paid immediately flipping houses if you come join my team.
Call 1-800-439-7628 now to get your free Fortunes and Flipping kit. Call 800-439-7628 in the next 20 minutes. And Nick will also give you free tickets to a live workshop coming to the Tampa Bay area. Call 800-439-7628. That's 800-439-7628 and get your free kit now.
A long weekend is just an excuse to get a long way from boring, especially in a John Deere Gator. The Gator RSX 850i with speeds up to 53 miles per hour makes every journey exciting. And the Gator XUV 825i has a 1,400-pound payload to haul your gear. Visit your John Deere dealer. Go Gator.
For 1,000 possibilities, visit EvergladesFarmEquipment.com or MyJohnDeereDealer.com.
This Valentine's Day, send your sweetheart the gift that shines above all others. Name a star after them. I'm Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, we will name a star after your sweetheart and send a beautiful...
I don't know if he's back.
Hello?
He said, hang on. I think he was switching to a different room.
I see.
Sponsored by
Attorney Fran Hodge, Tampa Bay Business Journal's 2013 Businesswoman of the Year.
Oh, I'm going to end this YouTube thing, don't I?